Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. I was too busy playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Whoa, what's that? It's not out yet. Well, I guess I'll have to play Skyward Sword instead. Okay, that's all I have. That's the joke. Don't tell me what to do, cop. Think I know where those wrist straps are? 'Cause I don't. I I had the voucher. I did the voucher thing. So yes, I did. I did pre. Welcome to the Legendy Zelda. Oh yeah, motherfucker. It's 2011 all over again. Time to waggle it up. Time to shake that Wii remote. Time for the first 5 streams of this game to be tutorial. Unfortunately, the HD should never go for Duty 7. Listen, I genuinely just want to check this game out because this is the one 3D Zelda I have never played. Because in 2011, I was too cool for the Wii. clouds. Was I? No. I was not too cool for the Wii. That's the truth. But I thought I was. I thought I was too cool. Oh, God! Rise, Long. The time has come for you to awaken. Long's awakening. I also haven't. I've never played Spirit Tracks, and I've never played Minish Cap, and I've never played Link's Crossbow Training. I guess if you want to count that. But I think I've played every other Zelda game. For at least a couple hours. I'm guessing this level will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Teehee. Rise and shine, Lonk. Today's the wing ceremony. I've played Oracle of Ages and Seasons, yeah. Those games are fucking great. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. I'm a little Link boy. I got my Joy-Cons. Well, I do have the Switch Online. Morning, Lonk! So today's the wing ceremony. Are you ready? Come say old Pippin. Hey, what's up? Do you remember how to look up using up? Yeah, look at this. Waggle, 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 waggle. Hey! Lonk! Majora's Mask is good because it's sad and weird. But yeah, also all of the dungeons in Majora's Mask are pretty good, I think. The Stone Tower Temple is a very good last dungeon for that game. Save.
Hey!
Hey, Lonk, over here!
Yo! Ooh.
I like, Why don't you play the fucking video game, you dumb idiot? Yeah, I played Ocarina of Time and Master Quest recently. I played Ocarina of Time and Master Quest recently.
Yo.
Enough. And that's a fun Zelda game. because it's just a weird ROM hack.
Oh.
Where they are restricted by the same geometry. Yeah, it's cool because it is such a... I mean, it was originally going to be a 64DD add-on, right? And then they probably salvaged what they had and turned it into... You're mine now. I like a remixed dungeon. Some of them are definitely real silly. Like the Fire Temple, you literally get the boss key super early, and the rest of the dungeon is just if you want like 2 gold sculptillas. Huh. Also, did y'all see that Darkest Dungeon 2 came out on Steam today? Eh? I forgot that Darkest Dungeon 2 was a thing. You see the dramatic... I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Lonk. Great! Thanks, Lonk. Oh, his name's Gapora, just like the big owl in the... Oh, he was a Capcom dude that Nintendo poached. Okay. And look, he even looks like the owl. If you win the race, you can fuck my daughter. Lonk is a dipshit. everyone meets their bird thing. Link gets a red bird. I do think this game's art style translates nicely to HD, but some of these character designs look real weird when at 1080 pixel. I just think this is maybe the most femmy Link has ever looked. And that includes some of the artwork I've seen on the internet. Breath of the Wild, he at least, like, he's got the long hair, the shaggy-haired wild man thing going on. He sure is gonna die. Oh? Oh. Who could have done such a thing? I gotta find my Boyd. Oh, I gotta keep going. I gotta go fast. Sonic the Link Hog. You're not the guy I need to talk to. Oh, yeah. Also, you start with 6 hearts in this game?
It's very generous.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm told this is the...
Have you played Skyward Sword before?
No. That's why I'm playing it. Because this is the Zelda I have at home. That's the joke.
Wait, so you have?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. Well, fortunately for you, you're playing the Switch version, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good version.
Yeah.
Because the Wiggle Waggle is trash.
Oh, it's okay. I have the Wiggle Waggle.
Oh, you're using the Wiggle Waggle?
Of
Oh
course.
Dear. Why would you do that?
Because this entire fucking game was built around the waggle.
But it sucks. The
Well, that's
analog
what the
stuff is
game
so much
is.
better.
Playing with a controller isn't gonna make it better. It's just
It
gonna
does.
be like, oh, look
It
how...
makes it so much better.
No. I'm playing this as Miyamoto intended.
Miyamoto also wants people to play Wii Music, alright? He's not always right.
Listen, he also wanted me to play Star Fox Zero by staring at a gamepad and the TV screen at the same time.
Yeah, you see, not always a winner, especially in his older age.
But also, no. I got the waggle.
But no, like
I must live the waggle life.
God, but this game is actively good with analog control.
It is? That's good news.
Yeah.
Because I did not play Skyward Sword originally because I really don't like Wii controls.
Yeah.
Well, the HD version of this has analog controls, and it's good.
No. I refuse. If I'm not playing a video game where I can't... this is the Zelda game they made the waggle for. People, after Twilight Princess came out, everyone's like, oh, it'd be great if the next Zelda actually took advantage of the Wii's
Okay,
control
but
scheme.
here's the dirty secret. The Wii's waggle,
It's terrible.
in general, is trash.
Yeah, but guess what? That's what this game is.
Trash? Okay.
I don't think it's trash, but it's definitely like there are better motion controls now, and I don't even want to do those. Hey, Locke!
Have you played this game?
I have not. All you have to do is dash and roll into that tree.
I played the HD version when it came out, and actually ended up on my top 10 list for that year.
Ooh.
And I hate Zelda games.
That's a shame.
How does this compare to Twilight Princess in terms of like length and number of dungeons and such?
It has a lot of dungeons.
Because what I remember of Twilight Princess is like there's an open world and it just links to a bunch of dungeons. And when you think you're done with the dungeons, there's like 5 more.
Yeah.
There's like 2 open worlds in this one, and a few dungeons, but you revisit areas a lot.
Yeah.
Listen,
I like
when you revisit dungeon areas in other video games, they call it a Metroidvania.
Well, this is a Zelda-vania, I guess.
Kids love the Metroidvanias. And by kids, I mean internet gamer
Millennials.
mans in their 30s and
Millennials.
40s who are like, it's just like on the old Nintendo.
Some millennials.
Oh yeah, no, like
Yeah,
Zoomers don't give a
Brayden.
fuck about Metroidvanias.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some of them who really like Hollow Knight.
Yeah, the nerds.
Hold that up as the
Yeah,
pinnacle
well, it's
Metroidvania
too bad all of
design.
those people,
Are wrong.
are like you, Justin. They're just like, oh, the map. Oh, how am I going to survive without a basic sense of direction if I can't obsessive compulsively check a map every 3 seconds?
I beg to differ. It's every 5 seconds. I do not obsessively compulsively check the map, but it's a lot harder to gauge where you are in a 2D game than it is in a 3D game.
Norfair's the place with the lava. Green Stars
Yes. Sure.
where Kraid is.
Metroid, the original Metroid is also a much smaller video game.
Well, yeah, I was on the NES.
Hey, do you know where my bird is?
Anyway, look, I beat Metroid 2 at one point, and that game convinced me that any Metroidvania does not have a perfectly functional map is not one I want to play.
Yeah, play AM2R.
That's a good standard to have.
AM2R is a very good video game.
What about the official one?
Samus Returns.
I'm not a really big fan of Samus Returns. I think AM2R is a much better game in a lot of ways.
So that's why they killed it.
Probably.
It's okay, I still have AM2R on my computer. Because I knew it was gonna get iced. It's fine, that guy worked on the guy who made AM2R got a job working on the second Ori game.
Yeah, he was like one of the big level designers for Ori and the Will of the Wisp. As it turns out, AM2R was not a fluke. He is apparently very good at this. Now, if Moon Studios did not get in trouble for, overworking their employees, maybe their next one will be okay.
I mean, you're not wrong, WWK. You're not wrong when you say that Metroidvanias are shallow, limited experiences padded out by level grinding and high ledges. But on the other hand, what if you jumped twice?
I mean, most Metroidvanias don't. I mean, I hate them. Metroid games do not have level grinding. You can just skip all the enemies. Don't worry.
Also, like level grinding, I feel like is rarely a concern. I don't know.
most
This
yeah.
is good.
I mean, if you play Symphony of the Night and you just run past everything, you're probably gonna have a slightly more difficult time than most people.
I mean, the secret is it doesn't matter what level you are because once you get the shield rod and the a la carte shield, you win the game.
Yeah. Parts of Symphony of the Night are not as easy as people make it out to me. Especially towards the beginning before you're overpowered.
Is there a big crowd saying that Symphony of the Night's easy?
I mean, it is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's the most of that game is pretty easy. Or it's easily broken.
Have you seen my void?
If you're not playing that game with a broken build or broken weapons, it's it can be kind of difficult. But
So we're playing it casually, like it was intended.
when I played it casually as intended without really looking up guides, I also found it. I stumbled upon some pretty broken stuff. Like I found the shield that just absorbs everything right off the bat.
Oh, look, here's Groose.
I also played it.
People want.
I also played it somewhere in the ballpark of Order of Ecclesia, which is just a very difficult video game.
Look at this guy. Look at this Giga Chad. Kids love him. I gotta bully you.
Yes, Order of Ecclesia is very good, WWK. I don't think it's as good as Dawn of Sorrow, because it's just not, but it's very good.
Everyone knows who's got the sickest pompadour in town.
The only Pompadour in town, right? Because it's a very
Yeah.
small village.
It's got a little bit of... Order of Ecclesia has a little bit of Metroid stuff.
Order of
It's
Ecclesia
just-
will also fuck you up.
Yeah. It's just not as... It doesn't lean into it as hard. I disagree. Dawn of Sorrow is a better game than Aria of Sorrow. Like, late in Aria of Sorrow, you have to do some teleport puzzles in the top part of the castle, and they suck.
No.
So you're saying that the best Sorrow is the Dawn and not the Aria.
Yeah, the Dawn of Sorrow.
What about the
The second
falsetto of
game,
Sorrow?
yeah.
Or the chorus of Sorrow?
Hmm.
Or the crescendo of Sorrow?
Okay,
Listen, it's no lament-
Dawn isn't a musical term.
Yeah, well, they screwed that up.
Well, guess it had to be abbreviated DS legally. It's also the second
Legally.
game, and it's called Dawn. I gotta find my boy.
Excuse me. Anyway, everybody forgets about Portrait of Ruin, so here's a shout out that Portrait of Ruin exists and is
Yeah.
actually a really good
Well,
game. It's
Runkin
just
isn't
not as
here, so we can say good things about Portrait of Ruin.
it's just not as
Wasn't that like the last traditional one?
Yeah.
It was the last of the Metroidvania ones. Order of Ecclesia kind of falls in that ballpark, but its Metroid-ish areas are kind of small, and it really focuses more on being a bunch of levels rather than a Metroidvania. It only has a handful of big areas that are really explorable in the
You
same
can
way
also
that
go, Jonathan,
Simply
Charlotte,
I does.
Jonathan, Charlotte.
that's Portrait of Ruin.
Yeah, that's Portrait of Ruin. That's why it's the best one.
Yeah, because you can just push a button and switch characters all the time.
What's wrong, Lonk?
Anyway, yeah, I really like Portrait of Ruin. I liked Portrait of Ruin's soundtrack a lot too. I mean, I liked all of them, but
Are you
I thought
telling me
Portrait had
Hiro
one of the better
Yamane
soundtracks.
makes good Castlevania musics?
Yes.
So how long do you think it'll take for us to get a game that actually covers the final death of Dracula in 1999?
Oh, the
It's not happening.
that's
Konami
not
doesn't make
happening
video
because
games anymore.
Igarashi is too busy probably making another Bloodstained game.
Which I'd honestly rather play because, hey, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is the actual best Castlevania.
Wow.
It is.
No, I'm not joking. It is. It's so fucking good.
It's very silly, and you can break it wide open immediately. But
Like, yeah, they are like, you want to have some fun? Here's some fun, and that's
Yeah.
all the game is. It's just dumb, goofy fun.
I'm so sorry, Lonk. If Bruce found out, I told you. Alright, I gotta find my boy. They plan to break your legs. Let's look at your map. Oh, it could be here. Yeah, why are you such a coward?
Ah.
I need my sword so I can hold it in a skyward direction. I also think Bloodstained Curse of the Moon's real good.
That's probably the best classic style
Best
Castlevania.
2D Metroid game. Or the, yeah, best old Metroid. classic Castleroid.
Castleroid.
I mean, you're not wrong when you say that it seems like a game that would have been made in 2011.
The 3DS or Vita?
Yeah.
Sure. It's one of the few It's one of the few games I've ever played and finished, and then immediately restarted and finished again.
So, all right. So, would a game made in 2011 be retro or just old?
It's retro.
It's retro.
I subscribe to the Retronauts theory of.
So games that feel like they were from 2011 would be retro throwbacks.
I would tell you that video game design hasn't changed anywhere near enough since 2011 to really be retro.
That's
At
my
least
thought
in
as well.
I mean, all video games are just Assassin's Creed 2. The secret, most influential game of last console generation
Of the last 20 years.
I think things have definitely changed, but I still feel like we're kind of in the same console generation that should have started in 2010.
Because Destiny is almost 9 years old. But games that, play like Destiny, hint hint, aren't retro games. They're just kind of old and broken. I'm talking about Redfall. Redfall is not a retro throwback. It's just busted and out of date.
Destiny was okay. So here's the thing: nothing plays as well as Destiny did, but a lot of Destiny's competitors or rip-offs or whatever were at least easier to understand
You
what's
need
going
a term
on.
for PS2 games? Yeah, retro.
PS2, yeah, sure.
I'd say PS2 is retro.
Maybe
would
the
say-
earliest 360 games, like Cameo, might be retro.
I would say that retro ends, like the latest retro games were released right around the time of the first Mass Effect, Call of Duty 4, and Assassin's Creed 2. Like,
So
after that, it's not retro anymore because we haven't really grown past that all that much.
So 14 to 16 years ago.
So the thing the thing about Cameo specifically
Uh-huh.
is
Tell me about Cameo.
that it feels like a GameCube game that was then in development for the original
Spruced up
Xbox, and then
Spruced up for a 360.
then spruced up for a 360.
I mean, back then, sprucing up a last-gen game for a current-gen game meant adding all the bloom.
I love Light Bloom. When I think of video, like, take a look at this here Skyward Sword. Imagine, if you will, if it was just covered in smeary light blue.
So Dead Rising's retro.
Yes, Dead Rising.
Sure.
So like that first
Dead Rising is a PS2
era
game running on the power of the 360.
Like,
I
I would tell you that
PS2 could not handle that game.
I mean,
I would tell you
in terms of design sensibility,
I
Dead
would tell you
Rising
that,
is
like,
a weird Japanese PS2 game.
I would tell you that Gears of War is not a retro game.
I mean, it's old and busted by today's standards, but yeah, it's not. I mean, it's kind of fucked up to play. Going back to it,
Gears of
like,
War?
it feels
Longer
fucky.
It's been longer from
I
Gears
just-
of War
I
to now
I played Gears of War a year ago.
than
It was not
from.
busted or messed up. That game's still fun.
Gears 1 is just boring.
I disagree.
Base.
I did not like Gears 2 as much
Gears 2
upon
is
replay.
dumb.
I
Yeah,
know,
Gears
but
2
like
wasn't that
so
great to
much,
begin with.
So
so much of that, like cutscene wise and thematically, sure, but so much of that game is just
You go in
it's
that
not
giant
really
worm.
playing into the gameplay of that series. It's just like here's a sort of event-ish thing.
Listen, at some point we can play Gears 5 Horde again. I mean, yeah, the actual thing that dates Gears 1 especially is just that game's aesthetic is peak Xbox 360.
Well,
Sure.
big early Xbox
Yeah,
360.
like you like the color brown.
I mean, it's that first wave of like 720p games, you know, along with, you know, like Dead or Alive 4 or Dead Rising.
Kids love DOA 4. It's got
Hell
the
yeah.
Spartan lady. Oh, my Boyd.
In Gears 1, I still wouldn't say that encounter time was uninspired or too repetitive. It does get repetitive some, but
I mean, it's also really short. It's too short to be repetitive.
Gears 1,
Yeah.
Oh,
Gears
this
3
going
is
to
the best of that
aggravate my
franchise
RSI
anyway.
so bad.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna destroy me.
probably not. If you're gonna hurt yourself, don't do that.
No. I am.
Okay.
He has become one of the waggle.
What am I supposed to do? Play with a regular controller? Absolutely not.
Like a normal person.
No.
Who would do that?
No. I'm doing it as Miyamoto intended. When Miyamoto said, well, we gotta make a...
Well, if you ever play the Switch version of Metroid Prime, don't pick the classic controls in it because
No.
they do not feel right. They feel bad.
That's a difference.
The original GameCube version controls well, but for some reason it feels totally wrong when you turn on the classic controls with a Switch controller.
I'm also sure dual analog controls in...
I mean, you're still locking on the entire game, so.
Now, Metroid Prime is a retro game.
Yeah,
Yep.
in a lot of senses of the word.
Just remember that one of the co-founders of Retro
Yeah,
got
we
bought
know.
out by Nintendo, and then because he was an asshole, and then he used that money to start another studio and make his dream project, the Guy game.
Oh no.
Things I wish I didn't know for 500.
You know, the game that became
Got
illegal to
banned.
sell because it had underage titties in it.
Fantastic.
It's good.
Anyway, it's a good thing Metroid Prime 2 is still a good game.
Yeah, do you think they'll announce Metroid Prime 2 HD?
Probably. It's not
Really?
that hard. It's not that hard to make it, and Metroid Prime 1 had a lot of good word of mouth and sold pretty well, is my understanding. And also, Metroid Dread sold incredibly well on the Switch. So that's an easy well to tap.
I guess I never I never expect Nintendo to do right by the Metroid franchise. It's nice when they do, but I never have that as an expectation.
I think Dread's selling well.
Yeah, Dread actually turning a very quick profit and selling incredibly well means.
But did
they're
anyone
probably
buy it in
gonna-
Japan?
No, but it's okay. No one buys any video games in Japan anymore.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. Fair.
Except Dragon Quest, apparently.
I mean, there's no stopping Dragon Quest.
Look at this. Look at the power of the Wii Motion Plus.
Absolutely
Couldn't
disgusting.
do that with a controller.
You can do it better with the controller.
No.
You can do everything better with the controller.
Except aim and first-person shooters. And play RTSs.
But those are also worse with a waggle.
Listen,
There's-
just
I'm
wait.
gonna-
The
I'm
killer
comparing to
app
Waggle, not
first-person
to-
shooter for the Wii is gonna come out one day. Just you wait.
What,
They
Red
already
Steel
released
3?
the Conduit.
The
too.
Conduit too.
Uh,
Or you could be one of those people who insisted upon the Wii version of Modern Warfare 1.
those people exist?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There
Oh,
were
no.
there were big fans of the Wii version of Resident Evil 4 and Modern Warfare 1 and
Oh no.
World at War and all that stuff.
Don't forget
Meanwhile-
Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, which is a weird Wii
I forgot about that. Why'd you remind me? Why did you have to remind me?
How do
That
you-
runs on the RE4 engine.
I was so happy forgetting about it. Damn you.
How do you feel about Red Steel 1 and or 2?
They were shortlist contenders for Wheel of Dubious FPSs.
I prefer Real Steel to Red Steel, personally.
You like Hugh Jackman and boxing robots?
I love boxing robots.
I mean, I like Hugh Jackman.
I bet you do.
Yeah, I do. He's a handsome guy. You almost forget that he's Australian.
Ah, I was gonna make an Australian joke. Damn you.
It's like, I'm Hugh Jackman. Ain't that right, Bob? I'm the Wolverine. Yeah? Ain't it?
You're almost doing like a Taika Waititi a little bit there, which is the wrong island. That's Aussie erasure, right there. Which are worse things, I guess.
Listen, all the Australians are asleep. We can say mean things about them.
Oh, okay. Like actual mean things or fun mean things?
Fun mean things.
Oh, okay.
Someone in Australia probably cared about the party.
I know, and it's very funny.
Wow, the precision of the motion wow.
Just absolutely abominable. There is no justification for using these controls.
Yeah, because they're, listen, if I'm playing this game without the motion controls, what am I playing?
You're playing a good game at that point.
They're never gonna
Oh,
make
right,
another
you
Zelda
can't play
with
good
motion
games. I
controls.
forgot, you're not allowed. Okay, yeah, no, actually, this works now. This makes sense. I'm fine with this. I've been out of this for a couple of weeks. I forgot that you're not allowed to play good games.
I love playing good games. I just finished Legacy of Kain Defiance. And the
Like I
way
said.
that game ends is such a little cock tease, because they're never gonna make another one.
Weren't they working on another one at some point, and there was
Yes.
like a little bit of footage of it?
Yes,
And they
there
got
was a
scrapped.
vertical slice. They were already gonna reboot it during the 360 era.
I mean, what does Crystal D have going on right now?
I was about to say, I'd be very interested to see what Crystal Dynamics could do now, post Tomb Raider, with
Like, do they still have the Tomb Raider license, or was that taken away from them?
No, they so from what I understand,
Uh-huh.
Amazon is in talks to buy the Tomb Raider license.
Oh, right.
oh no. Well, I'm glad that Crystal Dynamics managed to make a decent trilogy before it went to hell.
So then, in that case, they don't have Avengers anymore. That's getting shut down. They don't have the Tomb Raider license. So why not bring back Legacy of Kain?
Because that license holds no popularity.
That license has no value to anyone except weirdos.
And then the weirdos give word of mouth. It's like you and Tamar Hussein will make the entire internet
Yeah,
aware
me and
that a new
Timur,
Legacy of Kain exists.
I'm going to forgive him for giving Deathloop a 10. And we're going to team up, and he's going to be like, yeah, Legacy of Kain, innit?
Exactly. Okay, now if they make Legacy of Kain a Souls ripoff,
Oh yeah.
then it'll sell.
If it isn't
It'll sell
Monk.
easily. Right? They just have like a bonfire equivalent. What would be a bonfire equivalent in the Legacy of Kain universe?
Literally, like a time sphere or something, some sort of time travel thing. And that's their excuse for the Souls-like mechanics. Is
I see.
time travel bullshit.
You're just collecting time from enemies. Like time shards come out of them.
Yeah.
And you collect time shards and you go to the time sphere.
Or,
underneath
well,
time.
no, you get blood. Let's be
Honestly,
honest, you get blood or souls.
Honestly, Darksiders has disappeared. Zelda is going wide-ass open world. So they could just make a Zelda. Like, just a Ocarina of Time Zelda. And as long as they did a pretty good job of it, they could get some word out about that.
Oh
So there are some openings for a Legacy of Kain revival.
yeah.
Which is why they're not going to do it.
Yeah, I do like the idea of a Zelda Legacy of Kain.
Yeah.
As much as I love me some Dark Souls, there's plenty of Dark Souls.
I just want vampires to monologue about how I have to push a stupid switch.
Hideo Kojima's Legacy of Kain.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Now you're cooking.
It seemed that with the power of my mind, I could motion control this bird to go wherever I wanted. It's this way I could travel and traverse new obstacles.
Alright, so Raziel delivering packages across an apocalyptic whatever world he's on. It's a Strand game, you see.
Okay.
So a Legacy of Kain Strand game
Like,
would actually be the
thing
best
I'll say
outcome.
is like Legacy of Kain ain't subtle. None of those games are not subtle with their symbolism and their themes and their nonsense and their homoeroticism.
That's fine with me. I don't need
But-
everything to be. I don't need everything to have subtext.
Hey!
Yeah, subtext is for cowards.
Listen,
Sometimes
You all know that.
there are multiple times where people are impaled with swords and it's very gay.
So if they leaned into the homoeroticism, they could like capture an entire market.
Yeah, capture the Fujoshi market.
The gamer market.
Yeah. Hi, hello, welcome to Diverse Arbitrary Water.
I mean, how many gay vampires are there? There's all kinds of horny vampires.
So
That
many, my dude.
Oh, so many? In like a mainstream
Lost
context?
Boys.
Oh,
Interview with a
they're gay?
Vampire?
I thought they're just homoerotic.
Vampires are very gay.
Oh,
Lady
okay.
vampires are always gay.
Oh, okay.
All
Wait,
of
but
the Vampire
Underworld.
the Masquerade.
Well, yeah.
Alright, time to play with some motion control bullshit.
Oh, it's too bad there's no way for you to avoid doing motion control bullshit with like normal bullshit.
No.
It's a shame there's no options for you. If only there was a way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess speaking of gay-coded characters, you're gonna meet the villain at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it.
Yeah, see, it's shit like this that made Persona 4 kind of progressive for its time, because the gay characters weren't bad guys. and that's a lot for Japan.
Isn't the like the ultimate lesson of all those characters is, oh, you're not really gay, you just like some traditionally feminine things. And then the trans
Was that?
characters, like,
It seemed very inconclusive with those two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
and
like,
also,
listen, I ain't gonna defend Persona 4.
didn't one of the writers of Persona 4 come out as like very much anti?
I mean,
Probably
there's enough,
Japan.
like, gay panic jokes in Persona 4, but I feel like it's still maybe like, you don't quite got it.
I guess I'm judging it on a curve relative to similar media from Japan.
Yeah, that's fair.
Such as Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as you will see.
Yeah, well, once I get past this tutorial.
As far as like late 2000s video games in general, how do people feel about the Ballad of Gay Tony?
I feel like that's the GTA 4 expansion that no one likes.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, and Gay Tony wasn't even like the simple character. He just worked for Gay Tony. And Gay Tony wasn't. I might be misremembering, but he wasn't that flamboyant. I don't think. Relatively for GTA standards.
I mean, GTA standards is, you like satire, quote, 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 unquote, and we live in a post-satire society now.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
what are they gonna do? Satirize Trump?
Oh, fair. Well, the satire and there's parody. So we're the post-parody society. Like, you can't do parody anymore. Satire, there's always room for satire. You can always do metaphors.
Yeah. Just we hate political
Uh-huh.
I had this lost I don't care about this Skyway.
Oh, you're ally arbitrary water. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm an ally. Which means, actually, real
What does
talk.
that mean?
A fairly close family member came out as trans last week. I'm not gonna say who.
How did that go, considering the
Say,
part
did
of
that
the
go
world we're in?
well?
I mean, my immediate family. It's more like, boy, I don't want to know what their parents are doing. That's all I'll say about that. I got the bird statue.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. This is shout out to all
Shout out to all the birds out there.
got all my boys.
The haphazardness with which people will throw themselves off of these floating islands is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 long.
Why do they keep calling him Long?
That's what I named it.
This is a long, obviously. Alright, so best Zelda. Not best Zelda game, best Zelda the Princess.
Design?
Overall.
I think the Zelda in
Wind Waker, because she does stuff.
because she's a fucking
Hey.
pirate.
Does eventually get kidnapped, but
Yeah.
until then, does stuff. I don't know.
In terms of character design, I mean I like the one in the
Uh-huh.
most recent Smash.
Isn't that the
Where
one
she's
from?
based on A Link Between
was holding-
Worlds.
She was holding that harp when she jumped off the ledge just now.
Yeah. Listen,
Cut
man.
skills.
Bitches be crazy, as they say.
For Yatsu, she was storing the harp the same place that Link stores all of his inventory. And I encourage you
In
to
an
not ask
inventory
questions.
screen.
Yatsu, do not ask questions. Questions are not allowed.
Oh, she's taking her top off, finally.
Now, I'm not
Oh.
saying that it works like the opening scene of Pulp Fiction. I'm not saying that.
It smells nice, too.
I thought the opening of Pulp Fiction was.
I do like that they implicitly acknowledge in World that Link just did the holding above your head. That's good.
No, the opening scene of Pulp Fiction is the one where was it Christopher Walken talks to kid Bruce Willis character.
I held
Why
this
no, I thought
watch
that
up
was
my
the
butthole
first thing.
in Vietnam.
I'm looking
Wait.
it up.
Oh yeah, look it up. That wasn't the opening scene.
Remember
I
how
thought the
Christopher
opening-
Walken was a Bond villain?
When?
Mm.
Which one?
In
Okay.
A View to Kill.
Oh,
The last
okay.
Roger Moore one.
Was that actually midway in the movie?
Yeah. No, wait. I thought the. Wait. Hold on, man. I might need to pull out my DVD of this and go
Ooh.
watch it.
You have to jump off the statue, you stupid idiot.
Please go watch it and then report back.
Or was it the diner scene? Like, okay, yeah, the opening scene of Pulp Fiction is like in the diner, like the
Oh,
very
shit.
first one, where what's her face
Oh.
jumps up and says like, "Stick 'em out, motherfuckers."
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah, I should rewatch it. That's a good movie. I should rewatch it.
It's a classic, you could say.
Inglorious Bastards is probably a better movie, but not by much.
I mean, if we're talking about Tarantino, like the most movie, like the most out of like being like a real movie ever made was my brain just went blank.
Jackie Brown,
Jackie Brown.
Yes, Jackie Brown.
a movie I still haven't seen.
I
Somehow
really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I have not seen that one either.
I think
I
that
mean-
movie is so indulgent, but at one point, Brad Pitt gets into a kung fu fight with Bruce Lee and just beats the shit out of him. It's great.
Which upset Bruce Lee's estate greatly.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Which rightly
well.
so. Rightly so, I'd say.
Bruce Lee is a fascinating human being, and like also as a martial artist, but also it's one of those things where he died way too young, so
Which is why his estate is upset and not him.
yeah. Meanwhile, Jackie Chan, I think,
And also his son died way too young.
yeah,
Jackie Chan is just the worst father
yeah,
in existence. Yeah.
Jackie Chan,
Like an all-time bad dad.
he definitely has like his Hong Kong cinema work is
Impeccable.
it's impossible to overstate how good he is at action comedy stuff.
Like as an action choreographer, he's one of the best of all time.
As a human being, guess what? He said, you gotta toe the party line if you wanna make movies.
I mean, that's not even the worst
China.
part.
How do you feel about Jet Li? Doesn't he also toe the party line?
Yeah.
How do you
Jet
feel
Li's
about,
not really the one?
What's the guy's name?
Now Young Fat?
No, the modern guy. Tien Jian?
Donnie Yen.
No, newer than that. Jin. Damn it. The Wolf Warrior guy. Shit.
I'm
But
sorry,
that guy, like, was fully captured by the party very early in his career,
Yeah.
and he's just a party guy through and through, even more so than all the. What's that?
Are you talking about Wu Jing?
Wu Jing. There we go. Thank you.
Apparently, he directed and wrote this Wolf Warrior movie.
Yes.
I saw Wolf Warrior 2. The opening fight is neat.
I know. All I know about the Wolf Warrior movies is that they involve a powerful Chinese man fighting against evil American imperialists.
In the second one, it's evil mercenaries who are every variety of white person plus a Korean guy. So it's like
It's like
Wolf Warrior
how
one.
I saw Ip Man, right? And like
Yeah,
Ip
that's
Man
good.
is like, you want to see a man do some motherfucking kung fu, and also you just want raw, unfiltered propaganda directly to your mouth.
You know what? Ip Man is not that propagandistic
Ip
compared to
Man
the other
2,
shit.
though,
Uh-huh.
where he fights an evil British boxer,
Good.
or Ip Man 3, where
Uh-huh.
he fights an evil American box fighter.
Uh-huh.
Or Ip Man 4, the one where he starts a kung fu school in Seattle and then has to fight evil American something something. I don't know, I never saw Ip Man.
Isn't Ip Man 1 an evil Japanese guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ip Man
the
1
most
is-
evil Japanese
oh,
guy.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? To be fair,
To be fair, that's probably true to life.
the actual Ip Man is also one of those things where it's like, seems like a bit of an interesting. Remember when Jet Li did that movie where he was just fighting himself for 90 minutes? Yeah, I see
Jet the
Li.
One.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking about propaganda, let's talk about Hero, which is a bit more subtle, let's say,
Oh, you
than
mean the
most
part
modern
where?
propaganda.
Yeah,
Where he says that totalitarian dictatorship is good.
Yeah. yeah, the part where he's like, actually, it's, the most important thing is dying because the state wishes you to.
Yeah. Still more subtle than the shit Wu Jing's putting out these days. But I will say, Wandering Earth is a fun movie.
Like watching Ip Man 2 made me go, is this what people who aren't American feel when they watch Rocky
Like an old
4?
Stallone movie? Yes, absolutely.
Because listen, Rocky 4 is very dumb.
Like any of those 80s like Stallone movies are, basically like just hardcore propaganda. Are we gonna win this time? Yeah, no.
I gotta win for Apollo. That's my Sylvester Stallone impression. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I motion controlled so hard.
That's pretty great.
Speaking of propaganda, did y'all see RRR?
That movie's so fucking good.
Oh, that movie's so fucking good. It's also just the most propaganda.
Yeah, but did you see that Natsu song? Where they
It's a
dance
good song.
battle so hard that they defeat the evil white colonialists?
Yes.
Or the part where the man riding a tiger,
Was he riding the tiger?
or no, listen, that movie is also like 3 hours long, and it's never boring.
Yes.
That movie is constantly just bananas bonkers crazy in the best way, and you just have these two incredibly buff, handsome men just singing
Who are in
and
love
dancing.
with each other.
And yeah,
Who
they're
are
clearly
deeply
in
in
love
love
with
with
each
each
other.
But you also recognize that movie is like intense hardcore propaganda, right?
Oh yeah, like it's Hindu nationalist shit. I know.
But
I mean, do people do that with like America, like Rocky 4 and stuff? Like, we know this is propaganda, but it's still stupid and fun. I've never seen Rocky 4, so I don't know if it's actually.
It's the least of the Rocky movies, I think.
how do you feel
Isn't
about Rocky Balboa, the sixth one?
I don't think about it.
How do you feel about the fact that Sylvester Stallone was not in Creed 3 because of creative differences with Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, that's why he wasn't. I thought I guess I misremembered like Rocky dying in Creed 2.
Instead, he was in Rambo 5 or 6, whichever.
Rambo Last Blood, which is the... Speaking of propaganda, apparently that movie is just him murdering, like, Mexicans.
Yeah, no, it's very much right-wing propaganda.
Right-wing murder fantasy, finally.
After all these years.
That just bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
Look, man, don't king shame the bat.
I think the only Rocky movie I've actually seen start to finish is Rocky 3, which is not the one you want to watch.
Wait, which one?
The one with Mr. T.
Oh, okay. The first one is good as a movie. Like, it's a legitimate
no,
movie.
the first one won Best Picture.
No, it didn't win Best Picture. It won Best Screenplay, I think.
Okay.
But it was written by Stallone, so
Yeah.
Stallone is an Oscar award-winning screenwriter.
Yeah, and then, you know, hey, I watched half an episode of Tulsa King.
Okay.
Which is the most boomer-ass show I
Uh-huh.
think I've ever watched. Like,
So you have to watch Yellowstone.
well, it's from Ty Sheridan. It's from the Yellowstone guy.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot about Yellowstone, in the sense
Really?
that I do not know a single human being on this goddamn planet who has ever watched it.
Uh-huh.
But apparently it's super big with everyone's, like, slightly racist but not full MAGA uncle.
Uh-huh. It's the biggest show in America,
Yeah.
by far.
And also, there are literally 3 spin-off shows.
They're all prequels,
that
set
are
at different
all
time
prequels.
periods, with famous actors in them.
Yeah,
It's
Sam
bananas.
Sam Elliott, and
Yes,
is in
Sam
one.
Elliott.
Harrison Ford is in one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Sam Elliott, I think, got himself canceled while doing a promo.
Yeah, because he's like, power of the dog. They let the gay cowboys can't be gay.
I actually listened to the interview when it happened, and he goes out of his way to try to not say that cowboys couldn't be gay, but he took a whole lot of umbrage with a New Zealand woman directing a cowboy movie.
My dude, all of the great westerns of the 60s and 70s were directed by Italians.
Yeah, it was very weird in the moment.
Didn't Clint Eastwood direct at least one of those?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Not the later ones.
But
yeah,
the later ones. But he was starring in them first.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
going
I
to
know.
Italy and
Yeah.
hanging around. Yeah.
Anyway, here's everyone's favorite character.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Yeah. You know, it took Nintendo another 6 years to really unleash the power of the sword waifu.
What? Oh, you referring to Xenoblade Chronicles, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
The sword waifu.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. You know, so you can have your pick over the redhead or the blonde.
yeah.
Whichever sword waifu with balloon boobs you want.
Yeah.
You have to hold it to the sky, Braden.
I can't. Oh, God. Oh. I am the Skyward Sword.
The Skyward Sword was inside of you all along. Wait, no. Well, okay. Second
That's a
try there.
Goddess sword.
The Skyward Sword was the friends we made along the way. That's the actual joke.
Yeah. Lonk, my master. Apparently she barks a lot less in this HD version.
It's the small mercies.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Monk, you gotta rescue her.
So, is that guy's haircut also his eyebrows?
Yeah, no, his eyebrows are, it looks like the owl.
Just the biggest monobrow
Yeah.
you've ever seen?
My suggestion for you is to not ask so many questions. Don't question it.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I have an inquisitive mind.
Plot hole? How did... It is he who possesses the great spirit. The spirit of the blade inside. Blah, 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 blah. Oh?
Anyway, look, the prophecy says he's gonna kill the bad guy.
And prophecies are never wrong.
No, never.
Yeah,
Like,
just ask,
when in fiction, when has a prophecy been wrong? Like outside of
like
DS9?
Sea of Cain.
Okay, fine. Christ, that was too
There's
easy.
definitely a lot more fiction out there that takes the whole, oh no, the prophecy was actually incorrect thing.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars.
Well, the prophecy was just badly interpreted, let's say. It was vague.
He was gonna bring balance to the Force, and he did by killing
Eventually.
all the Jedi.
He eventually brought balance to the Force by killing literally everyone.
It's fine. We can become one of the... We can become the people who are like...
Uh-huh.
You ever think
Star
about...
Wars.
Things like, man, Star Wars.
Are you gonna tell me that Star Wars was always bad, actually?
No,
The first
but
movie was a revelation in filmmaking.
Yeah, like, it... You cannot overemphasize how fucking important Star
Oh, I
Wars
know.
is. But, like, as a thing I want to care about in the year of our Lord, 2020,
No,
etc.
I decided to go and watch all the movies. I think it was like early last year or late 2021. I enjoyed the third movie, not because it's good, just because
You mean episode 3?
Yes, episode 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fine movie. It's fine.
It's ridiculous, and it never stops being ridiculous
No,
or
it's-
slows down for stupid conversation,
No.
stupid conversation I don't want or anything like that.
It's always dumb.
I thought 4 and 5 were actually genuinely good movies. I never want to touch 1, 2, or 6 again.
6 is way worse than people give it credit
Yeah,
for.
Return of the Jedi is a much lesser movie.
It has some great moments, but
It's also kind of abysmal overall.
yeah, like Ewok.
Like,
fuck Ewok.
like the pacing's fucked completely.
Yeah.
All to hell. Like
There's
like
a reason why the first 30 minutes of that movie are just the Tatooine sequence.
Yeah, that's not good pacing. That's not what good pacing looks like.
Yeah, and that whole sequence, it looks cool and it's well told, but the whole time I was watching it, I was like, why is this here? What does
It has
this have to
nothing to do
with
with
the
anything.
rest of the movie?
Nothing at all.
Okay, we're almost 90 minutes in, and I think we've finally gotten out of the introduction.
I see that's too fast.
Skyward
Yeah.
Sword.
It's no Twilight Princess introduction. Or the part where Twilight Princess literally has like all of those Twilight Realm sequences where you have to find the stupid bugs. that
So
I guess
going
they
back to
made
Star
easier
Wars.
in the Wii U one. But anyway, Star Wars. I'm gonna Rise of Skywalker is the Redfall of movies.
Oh, that movie's so bad.
Like that movie is so wretchedly incompetent.
I kind of hated The Last Jedi, so the idea that Rise of
Oh, you're one of
Skywalker is
those.
even worse. Okay, I didn't think
One of
The
those.
Last Jedi is a very poor movie, despite, and not for
It's
reasons
a
of
messy
like,
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's messy. It's sloppy, but it's the only one that's actually trying to do anything.
It has ideas about moving Star Wars forward.
sure.
Which,
but-
how dare they? Try to do
Still,
literally anything with Star Wars.
And then I've heard enough about Rise of Skywalker to know that that movie is just a trash fire.
You haven't seen it?
No,
Oh, you need to see it.
It is
I'm not.
It's shocking.
It is shockingly inept.
It is so bad.
Like
It's on a different level entirely.
on terms in the by the standards of big budget disasters, it makes all of the prequel movies look like art.
Like episode 2 is inspired by comparison.
I did say that I don't really want to watch 1, 2, or 6 again. There were still moments of 1 and 2 that I enjoyed, either because they're just stupid and funny, or because Ewan McGregor was in them.
There were good action set pieces in 1 and 2. Like the Duel of
There is-
Fates is like legitimately good.
Yeah.
But I think one of the unsung action pieces of the prequel is in the second one when Obi-Wan is chasing Boba Fett, and they're in that asteroid field,
Oh, that's great.
and
Yeah.
that's a great moment. I love it.
Like just the sound design is fantastic there.
I
Like,
watched it on I watched it on a good stereo. You need to see those laser explosions and hear them with a subwoofer because it's real good.
Like on a very technical level, like 1 and 2 are still like incredible movies. On a technical level.
Oh yeah. I think Revenge of the Sith is fun because you can tell that George Lucas had a lot of thoughts about George W. Bush. So
It's also just a better paced movie where most of the movie is on topic
yeah,
as opposed to the first two.
as opposed to the first movie having like a significant amount of people standing and talking about parliamentary procedure in a movie made for children.
It wasn't that much though. Like it's like maybe like less than 5 minutes
But
total.
it sticks out in your mind.
Yeah.
I thought the second one had way more of that, and that's just overshadowed by the whole romance. So
The whole like
whole-
there was
Realizing that George Lucas doesn't know how to direct actors.
or write anything.
or write like human dialogue that's
Ah,
supposed to be
no, it's
like-
kind of like poetry. Fine. You know, when it's fine. Listen, the man's a billionaire. He's probably gonna get that museum built.
if there's one thing I'm going to say about George Lucas, I highly respect that he could not give a fuck about Star Wars fans.
Oh yeah. It's
I
like, you
highly-
people are-
I
you people
deeply
ruined my
respect
life.
that.
Go away.
Like he has never let like his own fan base bother him that much.
Yeah, the difference between whereas Spielberg literally just made an entire movie about himself.
Which one?
Which is a fucking
Fablemans.
flex. The
Yeah.
Fablemans is a flex.
I also hear the Fablemans is very good.
I hear it's good, but I don't know. It seems too indulgent.
Because it's apparently like a little introspective about like the Spielberg who always wants to make crowd-pleasing hits. But also I love that apparently Steven Spielberg is now an art house director to the Marvel crowd. It's like, oh, like art house people like your Steven Spielberg is like, who?
Who said that?
Okay, in my defense, in true zombie pie fashion, it was just some random dumbass on Twitter.
See, I don't take Twitter dumbasses to be representative of anything. Like that platform is too stupid to be representative.
It's fine. Now,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like, whenever I'm on Twitter seeing takes, I'm like, oh, this is the dumbest human being alive.
The actual lesson is just don't interact with social media. I
I-
say on Discord to someone playing a video game on Twitch.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to. Like, let's say if you have a
the
blog
only-
that you want to
The
promote.
only social media you should interact with is, of course, twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. And hit that subscribe button. Did you know that if we get 10 sub points, we will start the geometric shape TVD of dubious character action games?
ridiculous things.
Oh, it's...
You'd be insulting me.
Oh, shit. He's been summoned.
Okay. Was I summoned?
Were you summoned?
I don't know. Did you say Final Fantasy VIII 3 times fast?
No.
I thought that's
said,
something.
in true zombie pie fashion, I had found a psychotic individual on the internet.
What
And
happened?
said, hey, look at this horrible person who shouldn't exist.
What? Uh-huh.
Do you take random Twitter dumbasses and use their arguments to paint an entire group of people?
No, he just does, like, look at this take! And I'm like, yeah, this take's terrible. Why would you show it to me?
Because it's terrible. That's what friends do. They show each other terrible
I
takes.
show bad things to you.
Yeah, I do that to my friends all the time. It's like, here's the worst shit imaginable.
And it's like, I'm gonna eat the schlop. Sometimes you want to eat slop.
What's he gonna do? Share it with normal people?
Yeah.
You can't do that. You'll break them. They're too fragile.
Fragile.
Like, you have to find friends who, like, are fucked up,
Also-
and they send them fucked up stuff.
Is it true friendship if you're not willing to, like, push the boundaries a little bit? I don't know if that's true friendship, Brayden. Like, how many times have I uncomfortably called you Bray Bray, and you repeatedly say that that makes you uncomfortable? Like, that's a sign of friendship.
No, I say, please do not call me that. And
You know, and I
continue.
keep pushing your buttons, and I continue to push your buttons, and, you know, your ability to just run with it is a sign that you're a better person than me.
Okay, anyway.
I wouldn't know how to respond to that either.
So, CP, have you seen any good shit posts lately?
Have
How
you
about
learned
you?
your lesson?
What do you mean, lesson?
I can meet you again if you want.
Oh,
You
did I
know
get
what?
muted?
He watched an hour and 10-minute long shit post last night.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you for showing us that PSX CG demo reel.
Oh, is that shit?
It's fucking terrible.
You
Why
should.
wasn't I invited? Damn it.
Oh, I'm sure he'll play it again for you.
Remember the bubble economy?
I think about the bubble economy constantly whenever I'm playing Yakuza 0 or watching Legend of the Galactic Heroes, or in general just thinking about how much cocaine was done in the production of many of my favorite 1980s video games.
How much cocaine was done in Japan? Because they are kind of psychotic about
they're
like,
they're
drug
like
yeah, it was
really
a
crazy
copious
about
amount of
drugs,
cocaine.
but also
Oh, okay.
let's be
Apparently,
fair.
I've been told, I don't have personal experience, I've been told it was cocaine and methamphetamines, but not weed,
Oh, yeah.
because, you know, Japan and weed.
I mean, cocaine
It's
and
fine.
meth
They
make
still let you smoke indoors there.
Yeah, they make you more productive at least for a short while.
When you're trading stocks in
Uh-huh.
Mitsubishi,
Uh-huh. Go on. Just snorting rails.
just snorting rails and being like, all right, it's time to finance original video animations. You're like, oh, Legend of the Overfiend, that sounds great. Give him a million yen.
But were those videos that expensive, though?
3D rendering was hard.
Oh, 3D rendering. Well, yeah, that. But I mean, like in the 80s, just
We've done
like
that
cell
traditional-
animation.
We're talking about traditional animation. I bet some of those OVAs did
Some-
cost north
yeah,
of $1 million.
OVAs definitely cost. And I don't know if this is something that people understand, but they were charging $15 for a single disc sometimes,
Yeah.
which comes to about like
Or yeah,
$40
or
to
a single
$50
VHS,
today.
like a single laser disc or a single VHS. Just
so to today's money, just getting. And sometimes like the OVA is just like the first part of 4 parts, so you're now locked into 4 parts at like $40 each
okay,
of today's
but
money.
hear me out. What if your OVA had, let's say,
Titties and blood.
132 parts?
Uh-huh. Go on.
We're like talking Berserk.
No, I'm talking about like the Galactic Heroes.
Oh right.
I thought that was just a regular anime, not an OVA.
No, it was an OVA.
No.
It lasted for. It was over the course of 7 years.
Yeah. And then with Berserk, it's like shit gets messy.
Well,
You got
it's
movies,
weird
you got
because there's
OVAs.
no
Is
good
that your official
anime
quote?
adaptation of Berserk.
There's no clear. Well, no, the
People
original
like
with the
the 97
with the
thing.
good music. With the good music, that one's considered the definitive experience.
So isn't that original one generally considered the original anime?
Chinese
Then it's
version,
pretty
yes.
good.
Yes. All I would say is that they keep making new stuff because technically they're still making the manga.
Well, they're
I thought
gonna
they tapped
restart
somebody
the
to-
manga.
I thought they tapped somebody to finish it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they tap someone to finish it, but there's apparently this get to the finish line is a little bit longer than anticipated.
They're Sandersoning it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's they're Sandersing it or they found new scripts.
So,
Like they found a new script,
if
like
I
they dug them
remember
up.
correctly, basically, it was like one of Kentaro Miura's longtime collaborators and like longtime friends.
Like the person who was like helping him pencil stuff,
Yeah.
like an actual like the person he was
Yeah.
mentoring.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, he told me how it was gonna end. I still have his notes.
He also had the blessing of his estate.
We're gonna try. And I feel like that's probably the best. Meanwhile,
It's
you
a
know,
best case scenario.
Hearing stories about how the Wheel of Time wrapped up, it sounds like Harriet
yeah.
McDougal, Robert Jordan's widow, definitely did not always get along with Brandon Sanderson.
I think they have made that very clear. Like
Yep.
Sanderson will not touch anything related to Wheel of Time ever.
Nope. It's okay though, because you know,
I mean,
the
he doesn't
second
need
season
to.
of that Amazon series definitely still coming.
And I like the Gathering Storm.
No, those
Whether or
books
not-
are fine. They're like as good as they could be, but they're also very.
And I know that everyone has a stake in whether or not they think A Memory of Light is a good ending to the series.
I know I do.
I like the part where the last battle is.
I feel like there
literally
was
a
some
third of the
sarcasm in that response.
I like the whole part with the Sheol Ghoul. I don't know how to. I still don't know how I feel about that epilogue.
Oh, the epilogue apparently was written by Jordan himself.
Oh.
Like that was straight from his notes.
Well, it's not a great epilogue. Still
Are you
not as
telling
bad
me
as
that-
that last Dark Tower book.
Are you telling me that a 15-book series
Doesn't stick the landing.
doesn't stick the landing?
Kind of like that last Dark Tower book.
Actually, how many great epilogues are there in fiction?
Everyone loves The Godfather Part 3.
We're talking about literature. I mean, technically, I guess. Like,
When
do you
you
want?
buy
do you
the
want-
anime
do you
Blu-ray,
want
Is
my-
film
Do
literature.
you want my answer, or do you want like? I just
correct.
wrote about this, like my favorite endings to books. It's fucking Moby Dick, probably.
Really?
That's okay. You need to give like a pop culture fiction answer, not this bullshit.
Like actual
Literature.
literature.
Yeah.
And
No,
I hate to
no,
say it,
over here
but, like,
saying
If we're,
Moby
if we're
Dick?
being honest, lit is it's just old pop fiction.
I really like the epilogue to The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, there you go.
where they're like,
That's a
"Ah,"
real answer.
and then Mike Pence was defeated.
No, but like I've said it before, it's the answer's probably, if we're really getting into it, it's probably like the ending, the last page to The Great Gatsby or Moby Dick. I wrote that Pokemon blog that people actually really liked, where I talk about how one of my favorite endings is the ending to the Phantom Toll Booth. The last three paragraphs of that book are fucking amazing.
I have not thought about the Phantom Toll
forgot.
Booth in about 20 years.
Same.
I remember liking it as a child.
Same.
Well, okay, let's make it about gaming, because this is Twitch. Which are the best epilogues in video games?
None of them. They're all storytelling.
Red
video
Dead
games
Redemption
terrible.
2. Persona 3 before they ruined it.
We don't talk about the answer. Also, that's not an epilogue. That's just the ending of the game.
What about Dragon Age Origins?
What about Dragon Age
Wait,
Origins?
what the epilogue? Wait, was it?
What about the DLC for Witcher 3? It was really
Oh yeah,
good.
that's the actual answer.
One of these days I'll play that. That'll require me playing through the Witcher 3 again.
What about Undertale?
No. Absolutely not, under no circumstances.
Spec Ops The Line?
That has an epilogue?
I mean,
It has an ending.
it
an
has an
epilogue?
ending. Well, I mean, I guess you could say the epilogue is, it depends on which route you go with that choice.
Are you saying that choices matter in that game?
I love it when choices matter in video games. I'm always thinking Mass Effect Citadel, the greatest epilogue in video games.
Listen, in video games, the Soul of Cinder is a real good boss fight.
Yeah, but wouldn't the epilogue be Slave Knight Gale?
I haven't played the DLC yet. I'm working on it. But I still don't think that. Is that boss fight better than Soul of Cinder?
It's
like in terms of like atmosphere and everything.
It's pretty good.
I'm actually gonna find it. I'm gonna go to GameRant.com and find best video game
you.
Jesus
endings.
Christ.
I will
And then I'm
mute
gonna
you if you.
Are you gonna mute me?
I will mute
Would
you
you
if you
actually
bring up
mute me?
another listicle.
Do it.
I need to discourage this behavior.
Do
Okay,
it.
I promise,
encourage this
I promise I
behavior.
won't do this.
Oh.
I will just say that I know for a fact that there are a lot of people who are gonna say BioShock Infinite or like. I know that a lot of people really like
So basic
Braid,
motherfuckers.
the fucking epilogue where you find out it's about the atomic bomb.
Wait, and Braid? I thought it was about stalking.
No. Braid is actually about like J.R. Oppenheimer developing the atomic bomb.
Oh, just like the upcoming Christopher Nolan film.
It's an
yes, the,
anti-nuclear video game. You have to read the books.
Did you know that Oppenheimer?
Justin, this is where we talk about Halo games and then the monitors
know-
having actual B plots in the fucking monitors that you find.
Did you know that?
Oh, in Halo 3? Like
Halo
the things
3
you find?
has a
Halo.
great ending.
Halo.
Halo 3 is a good ending. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, happens actually
I
being a
already
game for
read
once.
I already read one of the books that describes what those were.
Yeah.
Long before that.
Like, who is the superintendent was pretty
I
good
don't
in
give a
ODST.
fuck about Halo lore.
What? Okay, sure.
Those 3 games are
So humanity used to be ancient
yeah,
aliens
remember
that
when the
competed
ancient
against
aliens
the
were
people who were the
humanity?
gods for the elites, but then we were ancient aliens in faux Native American ancient aliens, and it was actually kind of uncomfortable to get to that part.
Yeah,
Well, I would say that the Halo lore was good up until you get to like the Halo 4 era.
Oh, you tell me that the Bungie run is the best run of that series?
Say
Yeah?
what? I will go to my grave saying that Dr. Holly should have been the
Dr. Halsey?
Haley.
Halsey?
Halsey should have been the villain of the fucking 343 era, and she would have been a good
thundering
character for
outside
that
right
arc.
Listen, they
But
cut off
then-
her arm, okay?
But she's too old to like have you to like be weirdly
She can't.
sexualized.
She's too
a
old.
war criminal who should have been on a thorn in the side of Master Chief every single time he tries to move on to a different issue.
Yeah, but that would
Perfect.
require a level of self-awareness and
an audience willing to consume that kind of story.
Or why not just fully... I feel like Justin and I have talked about this. Or why not just fully commit to the Prometheans?
Because it was pretty stupid.
Listen, I liked Halo 4's story. I think there are some good points in it.
You know what? It's fine. Know why?
But
We're probably not
ultimately,
getting another
like,
Halo game anytime soon.
I'm just sad that
Ultimately,
Halo Infinite killed Captain Die off screen. That was a bummer. Like, all those Halo 4 characters that killed off screen in Halo Infinite.
yeah.
Sad.
I mean, like, Halo Infinite sets up what's his face,
Right.
the bad guy from Halo Wars 2 to be the big villain in the first
remember
cutscene,
when they were...
and then he's not.
Yeah, then he's not. I mean, just remember when they were building up the Banished for Infinite being, like, this big thing, and then it's like, we fucking forget about them because Cortana...
Yeah.
Well, no, like,
Like,
Cortana, it was like already dead when Halo Infinite starts, right? Like, you already killed her.
Well, no.
It's her ghost you have to deal... Oh, not her
No.
ghost, but... You have, like, the AI used to kill her, right?
The weapon.
It's
Weapon,
complicated.
yeah.
It's...
It's the whole thing.
It's okay. Once again, they're not making another Halo game anytime soon.
As far as I'm concerned, like, I don't care about Halo's story after Reach.
You're so cool.
I'd like to say the 4 story is worth paying attention to because I
I feel like there are elements of 4 that are... At least they...
tied to 5 and Infinite.
At least they
elements
try.
of 4 that are trying.
Yeah, they were trying with like, we need to
Actually, you know
fucking
what?
do something new with the Prometheans. Oh wait, let's just throw in the Elite.
But they were also trying with Halo 5. They were really trying the story in Halo 5.
Yeah, but
My
Eh.
microphone picked up that thunder.
Huh?
I think my microphone picked up some of the thunder.
We didn't hear it over arguing about
Yeah.
Halo.
Oh, it's fine. Halo. What does Halo's failure mean for the future of Microsoft?
It means that the Coalition better pump out another Gears of War game.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, they have to finish this trilogy, right?
I cannot emphasize enough. I think I've talked about this with Braden, but
You have.
the Coalition turning the corner is kind of like everything that Microsoft desperately wanted 343 to do with Halo.
Yeah, the difference
Did they
is
really-
like the
did they really
shift
turn
from
the
Gears
corner?
4 to 5
Absolutely, they turned a corner.
was a
Okay, so let
question.
me clear this up. Like, Gears of War 4 is very much the Coalition saying, "Hey, we can make a Gears of War game," and it's. I don't feel like there is anywhere near as much quality inconsistency between Gears of War 4 and 5. I think 5 is a better game, obviously, and the dialogue is less snarky, which is good. But
I feel
still
like
think Gears
5
of War is a pretty good
definitely...
game.
I feel like 5 was definitely... Like, people were talking about how it was, like, the most successful first-party launch since Halo 4. For 5.
Gears 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I think part of that's because Microsoft really needed a banger of an exclusive at that point. Much like they do now.
Yeah. I just, It's really... So, they're working on that... Did they make that that Matrix game?
No, that's
Matrix
a
game?
that. You mean the Matrix tech demo?
Yeah. Weren't they
no.
associated with that tech demo?
No, that
No, that was
in
on PS5.
because it was also on PS5.
Well, I mean... I thought that they were connected to that Matrix game.
No, that wasn't the game.
It's just
I'm gonna
a
look
tech
this
demo.
up. They were partnered with Epic Games alongside Warner Brother Pictures, Weta, Evil Eye Pictures. They probably just did some basic assets that were swapped into that. So yeah, like their last game technically is what, Gears Tactics? But I mean, you could argue that Splash Damage did most of that.
Gears Tactics is also. the game
My understanding is that the Coalition, aren't they also more of a tech support? Kind of a tech support.
They are in some ways, but sometimes they have to be called to. It's like, hey.
They have the most experience with the Unreal Engine, and sometimes Microsoft needs help with that.
And
Hello,
it is
Redfall.
important to note that, like, they've done things that are not Gears before.
Yeah, like Brink.
Like that bad Windows Games for Windows Live Microsoft Flight Simulator game.
The Coalition didn't do Brink.
No, but Splash Damage did.
That game is so good.
Brink?
No, Microsoft. I love Microsoft Flight Simulator, but
Okay. I thought we were talking about Brinks.
I really like.
No
that
one should
game.
talk about Brink. The only thing Brink did for video games is
people
put mantling and everything.
People forget that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 came from the Plague people. A Plague Tale people.
Oh, really?
The Crew 2 team.
Wait, the Crew 2 team made Plague Tale?
I think they made like the Xbox version, but yeah, like. It's what is it? Asobo. They're Frenchy. They're Frenchers. They're Frenchy McFrench. I know that they did like some sort of like the way that they eventually get connected to. I think the way they get to somewhat connected to Microsoft is that they helped a certain somebody who shall go unnamed make Recore.
Wait, why are we not
Keiji
naming
Inafune?
people?
NJ Inafune.
Oh.
Why wouldn't we
Keiji
name
Inafune.
Because
Inafune?
he's fucking.
Listen, we all know he's a doofus.
He's a doofus galoofus. It's like, hey, I never delivered well on my last Kickstarters. Please fund my next Kickstarter.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
he's a
remember
grifter.
Red
Wait,
Ash?
No, Concept got bought by Level 5. Like, so he even just like cut bait and sold his shit.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's
Now,
really
like-
going down.
Now fucking
Was it raining?
Level 5 is
It
making
is
nothing but
pouring right now.
Inazuma games and like Yokai Watch games
No,
that
they're
only
making
get
a new
into
Layton.
Japan.
Remember? They
Is it
announced a
making
new
Yokai Watch?
Layton.
No, it's the New World of Steam. I like what I've seen of that. I genuinely like what I've seen.
Oi,
seen of that.
Professor! That's right, Luke. It's time for more matchstick puzzles, you stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Remember when they made Dark Clown?
No.
That's a
Remember when
retro
level
game.
5?
That's a great one.
Remember when they made Rogue Galaxy?
No, we're talking.
Yes. Kinda.
Do we have Rogue Galaxy fans in here?
Kinda, sorta.
I've messed with it on my PS5. I didn't play tons of it. Or PS4, sorry.
Alright, welcome to my brand new feature
Oh, I didn't know they
called
made
the
jump car.
JRPG Maw.
This is where I say names of random obscure JRPGs and Brayden says, I will veto or I won't veto.
Welcome. Yeah, men would rather sit around in a circle naming random PSX JRPGs than go to therapy.
There are only so many of those.
I think
There
that
are
Rogue
so
Galaxy
many
is
of
too long.
those.
Yeah, Rogue Galaxy is too long also.
How about
It's
Legend
also-
of Legaia? Would you play that?
It's in the fan pick bucket.
Yeah.
I don't think we don't need to finish it.
Which sick suggested Legend of Legaia?
Gino, that Pinguino
Gino,
Rieko.
because he likes the combat system.
Oh.
It reminds him
system
of
in
the
that
limit
game
break
is
system.
one idea.
It reminds him of the limit break system. Is why I think he picked it.
Listen,
we
Gino
go
was
back
a
to
poor. He was a poor boy living on the streets of New York, with his Oliver Twist-like gang of ruffians. And his Nona would only give him one video game a year, and that one video game was Final Fantasy IX.
And he gets very upset when you make fun of his fandom for Final Fantasy.
Listen, and now he just plays like short form indie games and competitive games that he can win.
Why would you play competitive games that you can't win?
When other people are better at them than you.
Why would you?
Is he listening? He's not listening.
He's not
So
here.
just to give you an example, Justin, I was trying to teach him how to play chess, and when I'll tell this to Borgmaster.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
when he realized that I actually know how to play chess, and there's probably no way for him to get good at it, he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to play chess anymore. It's a bad game."
I mean, it is a bad
chess
game.
is a bad game.
It's not.
But
It's not a bad.
Yes,
One of the greatest games.
it's a solid
By
game.
modern standards, it's
Okay.
It's ultra rickety.
Okay. So
Ultra retro, I guess.
Yes, chess, the retroest of retro games.
Listen, listen, real champs play Go.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Robots
you're
have it.
you know,
hardcore.
I know that you're saying that as a joke, but like Go is actually competitive. Go is going through a bit of an existential crisis right now.
Is Go
Yeah.
old? Are there people shoving things up their butt for Go too?
No, it's
What?
it's more or less that because of Japanese honor and this belief in honor.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen 90s.
The fact that humans cannot beat Go computer engines, it's led to the best people in Go just leaving and saying, if I can't beat the robot, then I'm gonna give up. And it's like, you can do what chess does and use the engine to make you play better rather than get all upset about it. All right, so I've actually prepared for this. This was like a failed bit. I don't do bits anymore because they're usually bad. So I'm gonna spitball some random obscure, Brayden, okay, obscure JRPGs. I will warn you, some of these are tactics games, which I know Jeff would immediately say no bueno.
Why not?
So
Jeff likes tactics games. Sometimes.
In my mind, there is a difference between a tactics game and an RPG.
okay, well I'm glad we start this. Jeanne d'Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc.
Yes, I have heard of it.
Fun fact. I own a copy of Jeanne d'Arc, but I
Okay.
gave my friend his PSP back before I ever played it.
Listen, PSP emulators work well.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brayden,
Jeanne
veto or
d'Arc?
no
yeah,
veto?
I'd play Jeanne d'Arc.
Okay.
Isn't it generally considered a good game anyway?
Yeah, I hear it's
Yes.
a decent tactics game,
A little crusty, but okay.
but it's one of
The
those things
Seventh Saga.
where, yeah, sure.
What is that?
It's a really hard JRPG. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a little weird here. The Last Story.
Motherfucker,
Yeah,
I
do it.
paid $90 for a copy of The Last Story so we could
Do
play
it.
it.
Okay. Radiata Stories.
The hell?
It's a PS2 game, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know it.
I know
Yeah,
it
it's too
because I think I stumbled across it when I was looking up information about Radiant Historia because they have somewhat similar names.
Yeah. Any Atelier game.
I'd consider it.
Okay.
And not just because, damn, she got
All-
them thighs.
All 5,000 of them.
Skies of Arcadia. Is that too normie?
Skies of
that's
Arcadia
pretty
is the Dreamcast sicko game.
Yeah.
I don't know if Skies of Arcadia is necessarily as obscure as the rest of what you've mentioned.
It's not that obscure.
Normal
Well, I
people,
mean-
Yeah.
do normal people know what Skies of Arcadia is? No.
No,
Do
I
standard
mean,
no,
normal
but
people don't know what
Skies of
JRPGs are.
Arcadia is? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No,
normal
listen.
people. I hate this. Might be a bias on our part, but like, most people weren't alive when the Dreamcast was a thing. Hence, why its catalog of games would be considered obscure.
Yeah, well,
But also, no one bought it.
the Dreamcast is responsible for Blue Stinger and Ill Bleed, two of the greatest video games ever made.
Hey, Skies of Arcadia got put it on GameCube, another system.
The
that went well.
GameCube, aka the Dreamcast for normies.
I like my GameCube. It's a very good system.
All right.
Yeah, but okay. I'm turning my chair around. We're stopped.
Okay.
I'm stopped
Alright.
chasing this little plant kiwi thing.
You're gonna hit pause. You're gonna talk to us directly.
I'm gonna talk to
You're,
the kids
gonna rap at us?
directly.
You're gonna get rap at us.
Okay.
All right.
I'm leaning forward so that I can better hear you. You
All
talk
right.
to me,
So,
Professor.
when the fuck did the GameCube become the cultural touchstone for old video games?
I feel like I've asked this. The way that people talk about the GameCube would make you think that it had like a 5 to 6 year lifespan and that it was this big multi-million, 100 million console shipping console.
It was a standard generation. It was
It was
GameCube
actually below
was a-
average.
no, it was 01 to 06. It's 5 years.
I'm just saying that as a console,
It
the way
sold
that
what,
people
30
talk
million?
about it.
It
like
sold-
30 something million.
It
It
did
sold,
not
it
sell
sold,
as
It sold
It did not
20.
sell
better than the Xbox.
it did not sell as well as the Xbox.
The GameCube only sold 21 million copies.
Oh shit.
That is only like 7 million more than the Wii U. Let that
I
sink
think
in.
coming off of the SNES and N64, Clueless parents bought that for their kids. People who were kids are now are now adults with nostalgia.
I actually blame Smash.
I had a
Competitive
Oh.
Smash.
Is it? Oh, is
Okay.
it the fucking Melee people? The
Yeah.
Fucking melee people.
I've got more, Braden, of obscure JRPGs, so is that you can go back to Zelda.
sorry, I'm just.
I think I know your answer here. Landgreiser.
Do it.
Sure.
I
I mean,
consider.
I'll say yes for 'em.
Langrisser. I mean, the remakes of 1 and 2 are on Steam.
Thousand Arms.
Do it. Yes.
Has dating sim elements, though.
Maybe.
Absolutely, 100% do it.
Yeah.
Treasures of the Rudras.
That's not a real video game.
What?
Okay.
Anyway.
Super Shell Monster Story.
You're just making things up now.
Daikaiju Monogatari. If you
I
wanted
love,
to.
Bakemonogatari.
Arc the Lad.
Absolutely
1 or
not.
2.
Never.
Yeah. Sure, do
Never? Never?
it. Do it.
No,
Do it.
I mean, listen. Arc the
Do
Lad
it.
is
He's a lad.
is the JRPG we have at home. That's the PSX JRPG franchise. Like,
But he's a
oh,
lad.
sorry, honey, we couldn't get you a Final Fantasy this year. You have to do with this Arky Lad.
He's a lad, though. He's one
I'm
of
a
the boys.
lad.
He's a lad. Should do it. Should do
The
it.
Grand Stream Saga.
No,
Oh, God.
what is that?
Porkmaster, do you want to explain what the Grand Stream Saga
Is it?
I just have a notion. Just enough of a notion to do that laugh.
Okay. It's very long and boring.
There are a lot of very long and boring JRPGs on the PlayStation 1.
Speaking of which, Infinite Undiscovery.
Do it.
See,
Do it.
Infinite Undiscovery is at least back compat.
Do it. Do it.
So
Do it.
that ironically brings it up for me is that I could play it on my Series S.
Do it.
Alright, now I'm really gonna push you. The Last Remnant.
Absolutely do it. 100%.
Oh, you mean the game
Yes.
that I literally was so bored of after playing it for 90 minutes that I said I can't do this anymore?
Yes. Y'all should do Blue Dragon. If we're ever going to talk about that generation.
So we've been talking. One of our ideas that we've been floating around for a while is maybe we do a year of Mistwalker and cover all of their games as like maybe not in full, but like Hironobu Sakaguchi is a man who has, you know,
It's a band.
he's a man who has had a storied career.
I still want to point out, we have still yet to touch anything by Quintet.
Yeah, don't worry.
So Robotrek. Grand Stream Saga
Robotrek?
is technically a Quintet game, also.
Okay, but what about the White Knight Chronicle?
No,
No.
no, that kind of
That game
faux
is too
MMO
much.
light, grindy shit. Just
But wasn't that like the first JRPG to be ported to the States for the PS3?
yeah, but guess what? There are a lot of. If I'm gonna place a
Right, no,
bad
what about
PS3
Folklore?
JRPG.
We play
Folklore.
folklore.
Should
Oh,
do
you
it.
mean Folklore, a game I literally bought a copy of from someone in
Uh-huh.
this very Discord?
Then you can do it. You already have it.
I bought Recky's copy of Folklore. I
You
helped.
should do it.
I helped put that man through school by buying his copy of Folklore and 3D Dot Game Heroes.
So you bought one good game. Cool.
Yeah. yeah, they're both half a good game, right? Oh, the Joy-Con drift.
Well, so why not do some Game Boy RPGs?
We already have at least one of the remake of one of the Game Boy Saga games.
And I've said I will play the original.
Do it.
The original Final Fantasy.
I think that Tengai Makio is definitely something that I know Jeff has threatened us with, which is in the West known as Far East of Eden.
Oh, East of Eden, yeah.
When you say Tengai Makio, I immediately think, oh, Tenchi Muyo?
I mean, it's not far off in terms of tone.
Are there a bunch of hot ladies who want to fuck me? From space?
From
I
space
like
is
this
going
guy.
to go too far.
I like this man a lot. This giant Kiwi who's just like, what's up here? And he's got a massive handlebar staff.
I think that it is still to this day Bahamut Lagoon our biggest disappointment, where it's like, man, we went into it thinking, man, here's this untranslated game that everybody talks about like it's the fucking second coming of Christ.
So, Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Panzer Dragoon
All hype.
Saga is something Jeff has threatened to pick.
Just the most hype. Alright, so if no one remembers Thousand Arms, how about Thousand Arms 2? Wait, there's a second one, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, Wild Arms.
I would be okay with playing 3. I remember having a good time with 3.
How
I don't
about
know if
Suikoden
that's the-
5?
Well, I'm gonna let Brayden comment on whether we should have our next Weekend be 5.
I mean, I have all of them now.
No, but what if we follow up 1 with 5?
Why would we do that?
Because we hate ourselves.
It'd be funny.
That would be if our next Grandia game was extreme. It'd be funny, Brayden. Just admit it. I can feel your smile right now.
How many Ease games have y'all done?
0. We were gonna do East 1 and 2.
We did 3. We did 3.
Oh yeah, we did East 3. We don't talk about East 3. Soundtrack's a banger.
Y'all should probably do a Legend of Heroes game.
We technically did.
Trails in the Sky is
Oh, okay.
on the fan pick list. Or is it I think we should do Trails in the Sky. And not Trails from Zero.
I should look at
Because
that.
then Relkin will yell at us and be like,
list.
you didn't appreciate the deep story that comes from playing 3 other video games.
You summon him, he will come here, and he will yell
No,
at you.
he's too busy. I don't know what he does. Oh, I do not care for this at all.
Oh, it sounds like you should be playing it with a better control scheme.
Nope, never.
Hey, do you remember when the Uncharted had you waggle the PS3 controller?
Yeah, I love the 6-axis.
I
Stay
forgot
on
to think
its
about
fire.
that.
I think about the 6-axis all the time.
Oh, y'all
The PS5
y'all should do
still has.
one of those penny arcade games. There are like 4 of them.
I would not be against it.
Listen, like, Z-Boy has... The ones that Z-Boy made are probably fine, right?
Yeah, the 3 and 4
I remember
are
liking
fine.
the first 2 Xbox Live Arcade ones at the time. I also just have, like, a deep loathing of the penny arcade guys these days.
Because the Dick Wolves thing or something else.
Part of it was the Dick Wolf thing, part of it is just, like, webcomics, ew.
You could always play Cosmic Star Heroine instead
Yeah, and part of it is, yeah, like, Mike and Jerry.
if you wanted to play a better
Like,
Z-Boy
if
game.
you want to see, if you want to have some dudes showing their whole ass about, like, transgender stuff.
Oh, they did that.
Well, yeah, Mike definitely said some stuff.
Well, Mike like just pops off without thinking a lot.
And also, I think his art style has gotten way worse in a way that is like.
Okay, you say that, but have they done anything quite like Grief or like, Control Delete?
No, they have not done Loss.
Have they done something on par with Loss?
No, they have not, unfortunately. Alas.
I still think about that.
Well, yeah, it's still a very funny meme.
Oh, so y'all haven't played any Wizardry games yet?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that Brayden hasn't forced us to play Wizardry 8.
Yeah,
That
y'all
game
should do
is
that.
long, and you're like, it's too long.
I think that I've told you this before, and I'm willing to say it again. I think that Wizardry is one of the only classic CRPGs that ends on its own terms.
Yep.
Surtech ends with the Wizardry franchise
They
on a
literally
good note.
went out of business.
They ran out of money.
And
I think that 8 is a great end to that franchise. Except then Japan bought it and started making weird, ugly-ass games.
I don't think
Sometimes
anybody
hentai.
really as like real wizardry games, except Japan.
all of those Japanese
probably.
wizardry games are like just kind of shitty classic dungeon crawlers.
Anyway, Relkin's playing Trails of Cold Steel now. You can say whatever you want about the franchise.
Oh well, actually, yeah. Here's the thing. I bet I'll like those games. They seem like fun anime horse shit.
They seem like the right kind of anime horseshit.
But also, listen, while Relkin's not here, I can just say, listen, man.
Yeah.
Just because a JRPG is novel,
Is a novel or is different?
it is novel. Doesn't mean all those PS1 games, they have one idea. And the good ones are the ones that have an idea that lasts 40 hours. But no, actually... I could not do a JRPG. Because my basic level of tolerance for JRPGs is
Crazy.
Dropped over the years, maybe?
it was never super high to begin with. To be fair.
Really?
So y'all can play like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is like 100 hours.
No, I watched my roommate play that game, and that was good enough for me.
But Sword
I-
Waifus.
I've seen enough footage of that game to know that it actually looks 100% insufferable to me.
I just like the plate spinning MMO light nature of that game's combat seems both like, hey, I can see why people think it's really good, and also I just see that and I go, I don't know, this does not seem like something I want to do.
But also, Sword Waifus. With like balloons at their chests.
Like, hey, like, talking about the character design in that game is like the lowest hanging fruit at this point.
Yeah, that's me.
Hi, Harley.
Hello!
Harley, speaking of
We're
low-hanging
watching
fruit,
Brayden play
a Zelda.
like Paladin's
Play
Quest?
a decent Zelda game, but
It with
And
the
it's
worst
also
controls
a-
possible.
It's an uninspired.
This game is good with analog control.
I could see myself having fun with this with a normal control scheme for normal people.
No,
Yeah.
I'm playing this with the Waggle.
I've said that if we ever were to do a another Kuso episode, that my pick would be Lagoon for the SNES.
We're coming up. We're coming up on
Because I
the summer
want to
solstice.
do a bad yeast clone.
So I think you are legally allowed to say, yeah, we are almost due for solstice because it's almost
What are you-
June.
What are you streaming here, Harley?
Trying to stream Dungeons and Dragons online.
Oh, what
Oh.
the fuck, Harley?
Yeah. By the way, Harley started playing DDO
last night.
What
And
is
it's like,
this?
hey, Braden, do you want to play? And I said, not really.
This seems bad. What is this?
It's an MMO from 2004?
Oh, jeez. This looks good for
Quality.
05.
Quality entertainment.
Uh-huh.
If I could ever get it to fucking open. If I could ever get it.
Wait, is Star Wars Galaxy still playable? Probably not.
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Because Giant Bomb
Oh no, wait,
did
not.
a
I
stream.
thought you said KOTOR.
No, Galaxies.
No,
the real
SWOTOR.
one.
I know SWOTOR, which I'm gonna just keep calling it SWOTOR just to be
Oh yeah, Swoltor.
deeply obnoxious.
Uh-huh.
SWOTOR.
Swoltor.
SWOTOR. My SWOTOR is the name of the cute little animal companion in a 80s cartoon for children meant to sell toys. Hey guys, it's me, SWOTOR. You better watch. Do you want a romance, SWOTOR?
I love
How did you know?
like only half of the classes have like archetypes and the rest are just you're just a fighter. Fighter or
welcome.
barbarian.
Welcome to 2002 era D&D. I don't know. Listen,
I forget,
Fighter
does
friendly.
online... Carly, what edition does online use? Is
Online
it
is
still
3.5.
fourth?
It's
3.5?
3.5.
Okay,
Because Neverwinter is 4th edition.
okay. That's right. I will say that Neverwinter has a very functional version of it.
Y'all look at the stat spread on the barbarian build. They just straight up are like, yeah, dump them. Don't need a brain.
That looks
Really
like that looks like a Baldur's Gate character role there. Except the charisma's too high for a good Baldur's Gate character role.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go for barbarian.
It's fine, you get the Ring of Human Influence.
I mean, yes, and then you don't have to worry about it. You don't get the Ring of Human Influence till BG2 though.
Yeah, but you get it immediately in BG2.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter in BG1. Or really in BG2 either.
Wait, is Baldur's Gate on your list?
No, it's too
It's
mainstream.
not a trigger.
Oh, it's the mainstream. Okay, I see.
Also,
So Jeff has not played Baldur's Gate, and so I think if we were to do Baldur's Gate, we would do it from that angle of here's Jeffrey.
is this particular Jeff? Is this Electric Viking you're talking about?
Yes, Jeffrey.
Would he be keen on? Would he be keen on figuring out how to play D&D?
He'll be like, well, you see, when I was thinking about these Ventuzlers, the Jackanapes, when I was sitting out in the woods of my new Canadian mansion, the Saskatchewan.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to officially suggest Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, don't worry, that's a back wrinkle.
Oh, that's on the list?
Boring.
Yeah,
Like at this point, that game is functional enough to play, and
But it's so wrong-headed in so many ways.
So you're right in that it's really boring, but it's amazing how much they bland up a series.
I feel like
like-
Dragon Age Inquisition would be more interesting to talk about.
I mean,
then
I
I'd have to
could-
play Dragon Age Inquisition.
I could fill 2 hours of a podcast to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda and all of the weird, wrong-headed story decisions they made.
I like the part where there are only 2 alien races. They both look like shit. And they've flattened down the aliens from the first game so much that all of the weird cultural baggage they have doesn't matter.
Well, they left it all behind in the other galaxy.
Yeah,
And then
anyway.
also, most of the races are on the other ship, so you only get half of
Well,
the
you
original
don't get
cast.
any of the ones who would be hard to model, like the
Yeah.
Quarians or the Hanar.
Yeah, because all that technology from 2007 really couldn't transfer to a game coming out in 2015.
I just think the actual problem with
2017.
Andromeda is like. So Andromeda is not the Redfall of video games.
No. But it did kill Mass Effect,
but
apparently.
it killed Mass Effect. Like,
But
and-
Brayden,
and-
they keep saying that after this Dragon Age game is super successful, they're gonna immediately go on to Mass Effect.
listen,
This,
we've
this
talked about
Dragon Age
this.
game has some serious competition.
We've talked about this. I don't want another book. I don't care. I do not care. There's nothing a modern incarnation of BioWare can give me that I can't get better somewhere else.
All right, so
Obsidian
is
Librarian exists,
Dragon
just
Age
like
2 more
an owl
fucked?
cat.
Dragon Age 2 is fucked in an interesting way.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I will formally suggest
Repeating
that.
dungeons.
And also, we're gonna do that at some point with M.
Oh, okay.
M is.
M is a.
I actually am kind of.
apologize for
I'm
that
kind of.
game.
I'm kind of with M in terms of like, if it weren't for like the repeating level design, I think
And
that
some
there's
of
a
the
lot to
character
that game.
writing.
Oh yeah, Anders. Fucking Anders. Holy shit. Like, Dragon Age 2 is interesting.
It's interesting
Very
because
interesting.
also they made a full BioWare RPG in 13 months. Like, the turnaround on that game is so hard, and you can see every single little scene. Also, it's no fun to play. Like,
You're no fun to play.
I am not. That is correct. You found me out.
Wait, why is The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age on that list twice?
Oh, we also
because we
played
played the
Game Boy
GBA
Advance
version.
game,
Oh, Jesus.
which
Okay.
is like it was
A tactics, 3-lane, Dota, like.
Fire Emblem Advance Warsy sort of thing, clearly made in about 6 months by 5 people. I guess is how
Fair.
I describe it.
Oh, I have to be.
No, wait, so you played Arabian Nights for the SNES, but not the later one that was on the PC.
No.
That's not really an RPG, though.
I have to be a chromatic dragon. I can't be a metallic one.
Lame.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure the metallic dragonborn is its own separate, like, race in this game, and it's one you have to pay for, and it's like ridiculously busted.
That does not surprise me at all.
Can you be a Blue Eyes White Dragon in this game?
Sure.
You can be a blue dragon, a white dragon, yeah. Listen, I still think about the post that you shared of the guy who paid
House girl.
a girl service
Play Yu-Gi-Oh!
to play Yu-Gi-Oh with him, and eventually they became a real couple,
And now she's pregnant
and
with
now
his
she's
child.
pregnant with his child.
You know, Shinzo Abe from the grave says, I'll see you in another life. Keep having sex.
Hey, we can't deal with the. What if we dealt with the overwhelming cultural or economic problems facing our society that make it so young people don't want to have partnerships? No, what if we just harassed young people into having babies? That'll do it. That'll get them.
There you go. I'm a blue eyes white dragon. You're welcome.
Thank you. Wait, y'all should do a dot hack game.
We will.
I think it's on the list, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's on the fanfic list, but it's been on our short list.
I hear good things of the
They made like
re-release.
Do they still make dot hack games?
no, but they re-released the GU games.
Yeah, I think that looking back at those dot hack games, they've made me realize that and the Digimon Survive game, while I was not a huge fan of Digimon Survive, I am glad that I'm nostalgic for the era of anime games weren't just beat 'em ups or fighting games.
So back when the anime games were good.
Do the dot hack games have anything to do with dot hack sign?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
very much so. Extremely so.
Which, if you're asking, yes, the good dot hack series.
Because I remember seeing dot hack sign on Cartoon Network as a kid and not having any fucking idea what was happening.
Listen, I
Yeah.
remember seeing Thundercats on Cartoon on Toonami.
Oh, I
and being
saw-
like, what is this?
I saw
I am a
that too.
child.
I saw a lot of stuff on Cartoon Network and Toonami and Adult Swim that maybe I didn't quite understand at the time. But I still preferred that anyway.
You prefer not understanding things?
No, I preferred Cartoon Network.
I mean, as an enthusiast of Dark Souls, I love not understanding things.
I thought you were gonna make a King's Quest reference instead of Dark Souls, but okay.
I was gonna,
Tis
because I would have
no
done a
use.
Kingdom Hearts reference of not understanding what's going on.
No, the Kingdom Hearts plot is fine. Like, everyone's just like, oh, it's so complicated. No, it's, hey, guess what? Friendship is awesome. Friends are awesome.
Disney.
There's a guy in a leather cloak who's bad.
Which guy in a leather cloak?
They're all the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Trick question.
Okay, I don't need sneak.
Wait, is Marvel Ultimate Alliance RPG?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Y'all should do that one. Back to Marvel.
Should we do that, or should we do that, or X-Men Legends?
They're the same game.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance is a bit more of a refined experience, gameplay-wise.
Also,
Really remember that first game being good and that second game being dirt cheap.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I hear Mua 12, okay, don't forget Mua 3.
Oh, please,
Which,
please forget it. Yeah, that first
damn.
game was really neat because it had Moon Knight, and that was crazy at the time.
yeah, Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac.
Well, yeah, it is now, but at the time, it's like, who the hell's a Moon Knight? This is crazy.
I know who Moon Knight was before he was popular.
Did you know who he was in 2005?
Who the fuck knew who anybody was in 2005?
In 2005, I'm like, oh, Spider-Man's in this game.
Yeah,
Tobey
yeah,
Maguire.
like Black Panther was in Ultimate Alliance.
Too.
They had the Eternals.
I don't
not
think
the
Black
bad
Panther
movie.
was in Ultimate Alliance 1.
Wait, in 1, 2, or 3? Was that 3 at the Eternals?
It's 2.
2, okay. Oh yeah, they had Black Bolt in it. Yeah. Yeah.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance is responsible for me knowing what a Deadpool is.
Yeah.
Oh, did you put that Nolan North Deadpool game on Character Action Games?
No, and I will not. And not just because, thankfully,
It's been delisted?
it's been delisted, so there's no way to legally purchase it, and fuck if I'm gonna buy a PS4 copy of that game.
PS4, I mean PS3, right?
They re-released it on PS4
Jesus
for
Christ.
no reason, because those movies. Because the Ryan Reynolds movies.
Okay, so Deadpool's on there, but is Shadow the Hedgehog on your list?
It is not a character action game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You do not do a square triangle in that game.
So wait, so how many Dynasty Warriors are on your list?
0. Because fuck them. I ain't playing
Oh.
Muso.
Oh, but boosters are good.
Hold on. You should
What
play
about
one-
Warriors Orochi?
Oh god, not that. I wouldn't go
was
that
gonna-
far.
I was gonna say you should put you should play the Berserk Muso.
You should play the Zelda Muso. Like the second one's actually pretty good. Or like the Breath of the Wild Muso.
You can't
It's-
trick me.
it's good.
That game
Good,
runs at
actually.
15 frames a second.
No, it's fine.
Like,
Actually,
say
no,
what I
that-
will about
actually,
this
that
game.
means
This
nothing
game
coming from
running
me.
at a lock 60. It's a pretty good time. Also, I don't hate this. This is very much a Zelda. It's a little...
Are you gonna?
Am I going to
Are you
finish
gonna
this game,
finish?
Justin?
No. Are you gonna? When you play this by yourself later, are you gonna switch back to normal act controls?
Oh, I'm playing this entire game on stream.
Oh,
Nice.
switch back to. I think you're not switching back. Okay.
Look at these. Look at the power of motion aiming with the Wii Motion Plus, Justin.
But like, don't hurt yourself.
It's fine.
hurt yourself for the views, for the bits.
You're not
For the
Chris, so don't hurt yourself.
Yeah,
Do
no.
it for the bit.
People will have to pay me more.
I'm still here.
Hi, ZP.
Hey,
Look at my dragon.
It's a very nice
Can you not?
looking
Can you
dragon.
not shoot that guy off the thing?
come on.
No, you just got him. Oh, you see, you could have made it across already if you had good controls.
Yeah,
Might
jump
actually
over.
eat, like, these starting health potions.
There you go.
I'm gonna be getting hit a lot.
Oh, he's coming for you.
Barbarians in
He fell
old
off.
D&D have
Yeah, I
ass
jostled the
crazy.
rope.
Oh, okay. I'm behind on the stream.
And yes, I'm gonna play this entire game on stream because I think it'll be funny.
That's gonna last a
Y'all
while.
Like, you
Y'all
need to
remember the-
understand that I've been borrowing this game for a little bit, and I was literally waiting for the semester to be over so I could start playing this, and then I'm like, oh right, what if I played this while Tears of the Kingdom came out?
That's good timing.
Yeah.
100 XP.
You're gonna monetize those teens.
Do teens play video games?
They play the Breath of the Wild.
I just
game.
assume they're all playing Hello Neighbor and Five Nights at Freddy's and
I don't want to call you a fucking boomer right now, but no one's playing Hello Neighbor anymore.
Also, according to my 12-year-old niece, Five Nights at Freddy's is old now.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people who played Five Nights at Freddy's. Listen,
Have-
I'm just saying
have
there's a special place in
aged
hell
out
for
of it.
Matt Pat, and I want to make that clear for everyone.
I want...
This rope swinging seems weird.
The rope swinging is good on the good controls.
No, it's fine. Using the power of the Wii Motion Plus.
So how's Dungeons and Dragons Online?
How
I
online
actually-
is it?
I actually really like this game so far. I haven't figured out what class I want to stick with yet, but I really like it. Like, it is probably... Oh god, that actually hurt me.
Are you online?
Oh. My first character I made was a ranger, and my second one was a rogue, and they both have a high enough tumble skill that this little start drop doesn't hurt them, but it did fucking, like, almost 10 damage to me. Anyways, remember the battle days when barbarians had bad
I
armor?
just fucking hit my microphone with the waggle.
Yeah.
I have become the Waggleman.
So, actually, asking both of you, have either of you tried this one method of playing games called getting good?
I'm very good at
Me?
video games.
Wait, are you asking me that?
Yeah, there's
Sure.
more than two of us here.
Yeah,
one,
there's
two,
there's multiple streams going on, so I have to ask everyone.
Well, you see, the thing is that I am objectively amazing at Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, that's good to know. And actually, I didn't really want to question your skills, Harley, okay, because I know you're great. It's brain specifically that I wanted to ask, but because you're both streaming, I had to include everyone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He's doing a
I
bit
held the
because he
Wii
hates
remote
Dark Souls.
aloft. Okay, it's not a Wii remote, it's a Joy-Con.
I'm tired now.
Sorry to break the immersion. But, it's a Joy-Con, not a Wii remote.
No, this Skyward Sword genuinely looks like a good time with good controls. I might buy this. I've just taken on and off
Hey,
without
you
buying.
can, if you have the Nintendo Switch Online, you can do the voucher.
I'm not paying money for Nintendo Switch Online. I'd rather
Never
have
mind.
I'd rather have a box with this game inside of it in my hand.
Someone has... Listen, I'm on someone's family plan.
But if you get the Switch Online, you can play all of the old Kirby games.
I have the Switch Online. I could play all of them right now.
Yeah.
Dad. I could
Well,
play
there's
Kirby
Switch
right now.
games.
Fuck you.
Yeah, all the old Kirby games
I need
from the
to-
90s.
I need to play SMT5 at some point.
You do. It's good.
I've played some
Actually.
of it.
Oh wow.
I
Okay,
beat
my
ST5. Ask me anything.
Is it better than
Like
Nocturne?
Satan or God at the end.
It's more playable than Nocturne.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Hello.
Nocturne being playable is
Bye.
not why it's good. Nocturne's playability is not the highest virtue it has.
No. So ST5 is kind of like the opposite of Nocturne in that respect.
I have to use
I
the
got-
bathroom. I'll be right back.
Now, I got that when I played it. I think one of the things I thought while playing SMT5 is, boy, they sure do reveal every single bit of information you need to make a
Informed
good
decision.
move, right? And
I mean,
like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but also on some level, it sucks something away from it.
I mean, the core decision is kind of interesting. Like, I
I
do
want a video
really
game
like the
to
premise.
kick me in the testicles without any warning.
Oh, then you wouldn't like ST.
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. A video. Oh, sorry. By the way, every single monster here does the bufu. You're fucked.
Oh, not the
No,
Bufu.
it's not the Bufu. It's the Hama and the Mudo.
The Hama
And
and
you
Mudo,
better-
and
you-
Oh,
also
the Hama.
You
don't forget
better
that
not
in
have one of those
Nocturne,
equipped.
monsters can also be weak to status effects.
Yep.
Alright, well,
You better not have one of those Hama or Mudos equipped.
how
But
about
as-
you?
Quit.
But SMT5 is a very technically well put together game. Like,
Alright, who
mechanically
wants to
speaking.
play Advance Wars against me?
I don't own it, but I will gladly
No.
let you play
Wait,
it.
is that Tears of the Kingdom? Wait, did that come out already? Is it out?
No, I can't.
Could you launch Tears of the Kingdom?
No. No, literally at the beginning of this stream, as a joke, I tried launching Tears of the Kingdom. And, it's not out until Friday.
But no,
Okay.
SMT5 and to some extent 4 and Apocalypse kind of just taught me that, hey, maybe there's a good reason you should obscure some information. Because if you just know everything right off the bat, it takes a little bit of the edge off the game.
I mean, SMT4, like that first reveal when you go to Tokyo is really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Speaking of getting kicked in the testicles, the first 5 hours of SMT4,
First 5 hours?
I remember those being pretty brutal. The rest
I
of
don't
it, I
know.
feel like that game got real easy for that.
I never really had a problem with it at any point.
Yeah.
But I did
Maybe
hate
I
the way
just
they handled the
didn't like it.
endings. Because if you're not using a guide, you fuck yourself into like either the law or the chaos ending.
I managed to get to the ending where I kill all my friends, because that's what SMT is to me. A video game where you kill all your friends.
Oh, so you got the neutral ending, where it's you and the girl.
Hi there. So what are we talking about?
No, you
SMT.
killed. It's the one where you killed everybody, and I forget the exact name of it.
Yeah, it's the
It was.
neutral.
I also beat this game near launch, by the way. So
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember exactly. It's been a solid decade.
Okay, I played it like 2 years ago.
What are you talking about?
SMT4.
Oh,
I beat Apocalypse.
I've only played Nocturne and I think 2.
2. Wow.
Damn.
That's not true. You
It's
played the
hardcore.
original Megami Tensei.
You did play that, in theory. Every version of it.
But there was a while there where I was buying pretty much
Board
every
master for
SMT
that
game.
one.
You're welcome. I mean, just be happy that no one's gotten around to the fan translation
Oh,
of
what the
first
fuck?
Devil
Did you see
Summoner.
the next pick for the podcast?
What is it?
They're playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Not
Oh
2?
boy.
Nope.
Oh, sure, that's gonna be fun, because Gino's gonna be like, ugh, it makes no sense. Just doesn't make
And
any
apparently
sense.
M said that they need to play the DLC.
Hey, wanna hear a tip?
Oh yeah, the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3
Remind?
is so fucking bananas. It's stupid.
That's just describing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
I
no,
really-
but the DLC...
But
Do you know how? Okay, do you know how the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC ends?
no.
I forgot.
I believe, Brayden, I was on your live stream where you explained it.
Okay, so it features you fight Yozora, who is the fake
Yozora is what Link says to the fish people. It's like,
no,
yo, Zora.
he's the fake versus 13 Noctis from the Toy Story level of
Noctis?
Kingdom Hearts 3. Because the Toy Story level in Kingdom Hearts 3 features at one point a fake video game called Verum Rex that is very reminiscent of early versus 13 footage.
So Nomura needs to be stopped, is what you're
So
saying.
basically, Tetsuya Nomura is attempting to make his original vision for Final Fantasy Versus 13
Another.
As
Inside
a video
the
game
Kingdom
inside
Hearts.
the video game.
Because, yeah, once you beat the Yozora boss fight
I'm back.
at the DLC,
Hey Harley, apparently is gonna force Gino and Pete to play Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, we're downloading the game right now.
Absolutely criminal.
I'm gonna
Highly
pray for
illegal.
you.
I
Why?
really like Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's been
I
crossed.
really like Kingdom Hearts 2.
Man, Kingdom Hearts 1 sucks.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is floaty.
I know. Like, I know it's not
Combat
great.
sucks in that
It's
game.
got some
The
real
gummy
bad
ship
camera
sucked
stuff.
so much ass in that first game.
It's so terrible.
Okay, but consider that
That's bad?
they
Yes.
got but consider they got what's his bucket?
Oh, Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah. Also, Kingdom Hearts should be called Tetsuya Nomura's game of who can I get to say my bullshit?
yeah.
Because he's got some serious celebrity actors in
Well,
that.
the entirety of like Disney's connections.
Which who's that guy? Billy Zane? Is he the guy
Yeah,
in the
Billy
first?
Zane is
Oh, Billy
Ansem.
Zane's
He
in it.
he says some shit in that game.
Alright, so would I get in trouble for saying that I think the first part of Kingdom Hearts 2 is the most interesting thing in that series?
No, you're talking
Oh,
to me.
okay. Oh, okay.
And I am on record as saying I think the Roxas stuff at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts is good, actually.
Oh, okay. So it's the two of us in agreement against everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people who disagree are wrong,
So long.
and
It's so long and boring. What is your
It's
justification?
it's interesting. Like
it
it's
is a
different
perfect
and like it's,
encapsulation of like the end of summer, and just like the idea of like, oh, we're kids, we had so
Oh.
much going on. We had
This
so
is the
many
beach
things to
sequence,
do.
right?
beach sequence
Oh no,
No.
I'm thinking the first game.
I think in
No,
the first
it's
game.
the town sequence.
with Roxas.
Oh, right.
It's in the second game, the very beginning of the second game. By the way,
And
here's-
Dog Street Jersey. Oh
One-
man,
one
that
thing
Dog
that-
Street Jersey.
one thing that's kind of crazy, at least to me, is I played all of Kingdom Hearts 1. Last time I played all of it in about a week. I spent like a little more than 30 hours playing it, and then immediately went on to 2. The difference in like the controllability between those two games is insane.
Oh yeah.
It's like yeah, no. Kingdom Hearts 2 is like a breath of fresh air in
Kingdom
comparison.
Hearts 2 controls
Great
like a real
job.
video game.
Oh dear.
I still like that first game the most. I'm sorry.
The thing is,
Fast control taste.
I actually did not finish Kingdom Hearts 2 because I got to that first Little Mermaid rhythm section, and I had like an out-of-body
Yeah.
experience where I lost my mind.
Oh, it's the best. Oh, you mean the best part of that game.
That is also where I stopped because I'm just like I can't do this.
Yeah,
No, they got Ariel's voice actress.
Hey
the
Brayden,
worst song I've
notice
ever
how
heard in
Mel
my
has
life.
boob jiggle. Notice how her boobs jiggle.
Wait, what?
It's not boob jiggle. It's live. It's just regular 2D jiggle.
Wait, what?
Great
It's
job.
the character model, the 3D character model is like transforming around. It's purposefully off model, and Zombie Pie is being horny.
Annoying.
Oh,
She does have big boobs though.
wait,
Listen,
who are we
I think
talking
most
about?
of the character redesigns in this game are fine. I think the way the actual units look is
okay.
kind of like butt. But I don't hate the character redesigns or the
Why did you attack that unit? You should have moved it forward and then attack the other units. That
shut up.
unit's
This
gonna
is
take
the
longer to
tutorial.
get to your
They're forcing
point.
me to play the tutorial.
You should play a good game like Return Fire.
That's not a real game.
It was a real game that came out full price multiple times.
Are you gonna tell me to play Sensible Soccer next?
No, I'll tell you to play Winning 11, the good one.
Remember when Konami just suddenly forgot how to make a fucking soccer game?
That was like, what, 04, 05, when they forgot how to do that? Because they made the best soccer games for like almost a decade.
Yeah.
And some really ass other sports games as well. I consider me a hater of most Konami sports games. That's my retro gaming.
Consider
take.
me a hater, Borgmaster.
I am a hater, period.
Just in
Haters
general.
gonna hate. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. I do like the little cardboard board game thing they have going on with the map.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi, I played Advance Wars. Let me tell you how to win. You just put a fucking APC in front of everything. Hey kid, alright, now I got a tip for all you Zoomers out there who weren't alive when Advance Wars came out on September 10th, 2001. You just put a fucking APC in front of things because the AI will always attack you. Okay, there you go. You won the Advance Wars.
So this
You
isn't
win.
like a SSI game.
Congratulations.
That's what you're saying. Not that deep.
No, this is not an SSI game because I'm not a 55-year-old man who has strong opinions about Napoleonic musket formations.
I mean, that's a very normal thing to have strong opinions about. All right.
I mean, they changed the face of combat as we knew it at the time.
It was a big deal. Okay. Well, you don't
You know,
respond
if
to that.
Michel Ney didn't do that stupid ass charge with his cavalry units into square
wake
formations,
up.
Napoleon had
Oh,
a chance.
I'm up.
Exactly.
What's the drill this time?
Wait, is Andy voiced by Ash Ketchum?
Oh,
She's shaking that. She's got that blush. No, he's got some biceps.
I'm not going to respond to this. I'm muting you.
No, you aren't.
My search is so bad I couldn't find this hidden wall. Blah.
Now I muted you.
okay. Do you need me to explain?
No, I don't need your strategy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I played all these games 20 years ago. It's fine. And I'm playing as now, so I basically already know.
That's your pro gamer move.
Yeah, because Nell's broken.
Kill this for what?
For Advance Wars.
Oh.
So Nell basically just has a random chance to do way more damage. And that's why she's the post-game unlock CO.
If you get the peasant character and you level them up a lot, they be turned into the best character in the game at the end.
Different.
The Orange Star Army is launching a counterattack.
Wait, so the merchant isn't a sassy redhead?
No, the merchant is an old guy named Hachi. Like, hey, you want to buy some war crimes? That's what he says.
Well, it's good this finally a game to teach us about how good and fun war is.
Yeah. We should delay it an entire year because we feel bad about Ukraine.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad over there, you know.
Yeah, it is. I did an entire streaming feature where I played games made in Ukraine last year.
So, how many years would it take for a game based on the Ukraine war to not be completely tasteless?
Let's say 50.
Oh, okay.
Also, let's say it depends greatly on the final results of said war. I will say I also would like to play Stalker 2 at some point.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Well,
because I think that'll come out eventually.
What about most of the 4A games guys didn't they get like somewhere else?
Nell?
Where exactly does CO power come from? From butt.
Huh?
+1 unholy light crossbow of double shot.
Lucky me.
Oh, that's too much text on the
Lucky
screen.
star.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's no good. You see,
Honestly, I don't even look at what all the numbers and shit do. I just find whichever one has the most pluses. Almost like real D&D, you know?
Yeah, no, like, this is proving once and for all that D&D is nerd shit for nerds.
Yeah.
D&D is nerd.
Yes.
3DO games on the other
D&D.
hand. Real shit.
The cool kids.
Yeah, like, all the cool kids are playing 3DO games.
And here's my favorite mechanic. So behind that blue barrier is boss fight. So I have to take a nap.
So like Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, resting. Resting in Infinity Engine games is the goofiest shit.
I am now rested.
You see, you could be playing Mega Race right now.
No, I'm playing Advanced Wars.
I could also be playing a different CRPG. I have like 5 of them.
Harley,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing Pillars of Eternity 2 right now.
You could be playing D&D Slayer right now. Or, sorry, a D&D Slayer.
You could be playing Wrath of the Righteous.
I could be playing
Excellent
I have
video
Wrath
game.
of the Righteous. I could be playing.
Have you played it?
Up to like chapter 4.
Okay, so you got a little bit farther than me. I think that game is very, very, very good. There's also a lot of it.
Yes, it's
There
a lot of
is
video
so-
games, but it's all good.
Well,
What?
Heroes of Might and Magic maybe.
Yeah,
isn't
the
good.
Heroes of Might and Magic Light combat is terrible.
I Hey, the thing I appreciate most about that game still is how quickly it's like, we're not gonna fuck around. Here's the plot. It's,
Plus
you
one
start-
armor.
Time to Demon
Sorry.
Lore. Did Brayden give up on Skyward Sword? No. I would never give up on Skyward Sword.
Taking a break.
I got to the first dungeon, and I said,
But
this
no,
is a good place to stop.
I mean, if you want to play something good, you should play Shadow of the Horned Rat. That Warhammer game.
Don't fucking joke. I attempted to play that game. That game is impossible.
I genuinely don't know what that is.
It is
It's a
one of the
PS1
first-
Warhammer game.
Yeah, it is one of the first Warhammer fantasy video games. And it is like a real-time tactics thing, and it is just deeply fucked.
I think I might have asked this before. Has Deep Listens attempted to play Descent on the Mountain?
That'll happen. Don't worry.
Give me that amulet of the brute. I don't need to think. I kill. Thinking is for thinkers.
I know,
Nerds.
The thing about Wrath of the Righteous is 5 minutes in, its demon invasion starts. Does not wait around for anything. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, listen, anyone out there, I'll play Advance Wars against you. I probably still remember how to play these games.
There's obscure, like, retro, like, old-timey RPG y'all could play. It was real popular way back in the day. It's called The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It's like the super retro thing that y'all can look at.
Rage.
But you have to actually level up when it's time to level up.
Instead of just staying at level 1 forever.
Yes.
I made the mistake the first time. When I first played Oblivion, I was like 10, I think, and I did so. The very first thing I ever did was I rushed through the arena quest line.
Let the winds of Blizzard!
Played it pretty well.
Way to interrupt the story.
But I had specifically made my character so that one of my primary skills was, can I open this chest, please? Was unarmed combat.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through the entire arena using nothing but my hands, and was like level 11.
How did you get
By
to
the
level
time-
11?
I mean, I also ran around and did other stuff, but like that's not super important. The point is that by the time I made it to the first Oblivion gate, I was like level 11. Didn't have any armor, couldn't use any weapons besides my bare hands, and had to figure out how the fuck you're supposed to fight demons with just my mitts.
Because you were a monk.
Punching them.
They have fire damage.
They can hit you from a distance.
That's why you got a Serpentine.
What?
This is, yeah, hard, so you have 50%.
What other CRPGs do you have on hand?
I've got Kingmaker, Divinity Original Sin 2, which I think got brought up already.
I just finished that for the second time last night. It's a very...
Yeah, you telling me that you defeated the Kraken by charming it?
No, we didn't really defeat the Kraken. All we did was kept it charm locked. So here's the thing. When you charm the Kraken, it charms all of its ads, which means the only enemy on the field is Brachus.
And
But you charm the Kraken like in a bard kind of way. Would be some
Then
like
they shoot a
half
charmed
crackers
arrow.
running around.
You shoot a charmed arrow at it, or cast a charm spell at it.
Okay.
But no, that's what we did. It was great. I stayed dead almost the entire fight, and then went on to win the fight that comes right after.
Alright, now let me show you kids this other fun advanced voice trick. It's called use an infantry to bait out the enemy.
Anyway, what were the rest of the games?
Oh, I have to look at the list. I don't know them off the top of my head.
There's Icewind Dale.
Oh, very
I don't
good
have
video
that
game.
one. Let's see. I have BattleTech.
That's not really a CRPG.
It's literally a game based off of a role-playing game from the 90s.
It's more of a strategy game, though, isn't it?
Battletech was, yeah, like a more of a strategy.
There's Ultima
Battletech
3.
is more of an XCOM.
If you want to really stretch the definition, I have Crusader Kings 3.
That's
It is on the
not-
computer, and you do roleplay.
I don't. It's.
In some ways,
the-
it's the purest of role-playing
Have you tried Mass Effect Andromeda? I mean Harley. Do you
I have
that?
Mass Effect Andromeda on my Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I did.
Wahoo! No time for celebration.
Beat the level.
I did.
Great job.
I have that one game that's like kind of like Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous and Kingmaker, but it's D&D based and it's using the
Solasta?
open.
Solasta?
Yeah, that one.
Solasta's fun. It's got co-op now.
Yep, that's probably gonna be
You got your
one
little
of the
meat
games.
puppets, and they're like, yeah, we go for them
Puppets.
lizardmen.
Wait, puppets?
So Solasta has a thing where when you create all your characters, and all of those characters interact in cutscenes, with their own personality traits that you gave them and such. It's actually really fascinating to see, if maybe extremely broken.
I mean, I hear the word puppets and I start thinking about Commander Blood.
No, they're
I
not
have-
literal puppets. They just look bad.
What?
I have the Knights of the Old Republic series.
No, you're lucky.
It's
Um,
a tank.
Just,
It's a tankless
This-
job, but someone's got to do it.
sure. So, does the flippance with which this series treats war, does that ever make you like slightly uncomfortable?
At this point, not really.
Which game?
Advanced Wars.
The third one.
Alright, who can I pick? I can only pick the
Like
star
anime
characters now, right now, and Olaf. At this point.
Uh-huh.
Guess I'll just have to beat the campaign. Look, we've got Sammy. It's fine.
Get that midriff.
Yeah! She's got a bazooka.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now it's time to play the Super Nintendo. No.
What about the Genesis?
There are no good games on the Genesis.
No.
Oh, I've had
Well, you don't
ZP
like
muted this entire time, by the way.
You don't like Castlevania
Wait, what
Bloodlines?
the fuck? What did I even say to deserve that?
I think you just did it on
Everything.
accident.
No.
Just habit.
No, if I remember correct, yeah, it's been this entire Advanced Wars segment. You've been muted, by the way.
Fuck!
Because
You
you were
got
talking
Super
about.
Metroid.
I forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah, Twinbee. You should absolutely play Twinbee.
Play Pop and Twinbee. Hell yeah.
Pop and Twinbee. Do it.
Play
Breath of Fire 2, known for its terrible localization.
You should play Side Pocket 2,
Play
which is the
Super
less
Metroid.
interesting Side Pocket.
No, that'll do it for today. Thanks
Oh,
everyone
wait, I
for
can
watching.
play.
Are you gonna
I got
stream
something.
ZP?
I want to show something to you.
Okay, show me.
Oh no.
Let me get set up real quick. I
Okay.
got a thing that I think. Let me get some chicken nuggets first. But
Okay.
Oh Jesus Christ. You should play Star Fox 2.
I love Star Fox 2. It's a weird ass game.
Does it run at a stable frame rate on the Switch?
No, it still runs at like 15 frames a second.
Oh yay!
I bought a SNES
Ooh, Pilotwings.
Classic.
Yeah.
I did too. I barely played Star Fox 2.
Man, Pilotwings is a good game.
Remember when video games were good?
Yeah, like Pilotwing.
I love
like
you all.
Star Fox 2.
Your valued friends.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hit stream and the screen is gonna be black and that's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna raid you then.
Okay.
Starblade, that's a game.
I need to get off. It's 10 o'clock.
Fine.
I'll
Alright.
talk to y'all
Yeah,
later.
I should leave at some point, but I want to see what horror ZP has to inflict on the world.
So when you hear the word ween, I think
Ah.
the average person thinks of the band.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If I told you that Ween was also a self-contained fantasy game from the fine people at Sierra, you would not be surprised.
I'd be
No.
very surprised.
So Sierra, we kind of talked about it when I last streamed Full Throttle. People forget there's this false notion oftentimes that Sierra was at war with LucasArts. And maybe there was a little bit to that at some
On
point.
the BBSs across the nation.
But the reality is that Sierra was outselling LucasArts, and it was not a war. As we pointed out last time, like, King's Quest VII outsold Grim Fandango 2-1. Phantasmagoria kicked the ever-living shit in terms of sales out of Full Throttle. And while you might disagree with their style, and sometimes the
They
directions
have no
that they
style,
push
they
things,
have no grace. These adventure
Is there-
games
is-
have a fun
Is there
face.
supposed to be a black screen? Or
yeah,
something supposed
I'm about to
be
hit play. There's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
I can say to prepare you for what you're about to see.